twitch.television.
Wow!
It's this website I've heard so much about.
I've heard about websites too, but they're
A series of tubes. However, with the power of web rings, you too can find other websites on the World Wide Web that may interest you.
And while you're looking at websites on the World Web, make sure you protect yourself with our latest sponsor, NordVPN.
They ain't sponsoring shit.
But they could.
They could.
Burton! Yay!
Welcome to Late Night. It's exceptional horror, budget rum, and good company. And Kakazi, sitting back down here to get started and seeing your little messages warmed my real heart. Thank you.
Yeah, it was nice to see your name.
We'll wait for a few more folks to get in before we go into it, but we just watched a terrible movie.
Oh my god, we have to tell you about this horrible movie that Will subjected me to.
What do you mean me?
Listen, okay, listen. We'll get there, but...
You hear this? Out in Gear Graphic. Good evening, we'll get to this.
I'm upset.
I think Verton should get a first for this.
Yes, it's a stream. It counts. It's valid. And you did pre-warn them that it was coming.
Yes. You're all good. So this is Littlefire.
Hi. I'm honestly, I'm bad with names too. It takes me a few times of connecting a name to a face generally, so that makes Twitch really hard.
Yeah, well, my problem is if I lock in a name, be it a handle or nickname or whatever, it's that forever. So
and then people change it, and I'm like...
Well, that's the thing. People will change their name on Twitch and then be like, oh, hi, I'm so-and-so.
Do you recognize me? No,
No!
you changed your name. What do you mean? No, I don't. God, it's gonna bother me
now. That's fair. But also, Gingerbeard the Pirate. Because the secret to a good nickname is that it has to be something that sounds like it's cool, but the reason you got it is either the dumbest, stupidest, or most hilarious reason. I often think of, from Buffy, William the Bloody. His name's Spike. They used to call him William the Bloody.
Oh.
And you're like, oh shit, was he like a fucking serial killer? Was he like Jack the Ripper? No, it's because of his bloody awful poems. You can't.
The opposite of
serious with me right now.
Casual Jekyll.
Okay, sorry.
The thing was, you showed me that, and Gear Graphic just threw in 200 bits.
Aww.
It was like that sound came from my mind. So Gear, thank you. But please, friends, like, if you look at Wallosaurus's health bar down there, Wallosaurus threw in $200 earlier.
Jeez.
Yeah. So, like, this month is always the shittiest month of the year for monies. That's just the nature of Twitch.
It's summer.
Yeah. But everyone's been keeping us through, and as you all know, we live cheap. You know, we eat sensible, we drink cheap. We're on Trader Joe's Rum of the Gods, which is $8 a bottle.
Which is a good find.
And it's tasty.
It is tasty.
It's probably made out of like orphans and bats, but like at this point...
Don't think about it.
It's made from a forsaken child? Not the whole orphan. Well, yeah, and Kakazi, yeah, that's the thing. Wallosaurus dropped $50 the previous day with... Now, Nova insists that Friday night's chaos was just unscripted, unplanned, but I'm reticent.
What do you mean? Can't control the Longship.
Yeah, Secret Rum and Trader Joe does a rum, a gin, and a vodka that are all good. We haven't tried the whiskey, but...
That's because I'm a whiskey person, and I'm nervous to try a whiskey.
Yeah.
That's all. It's probably good. Everything else has been good.
Also, Robin, how are you doing? I apologize that life's been kicking the shit out of me for forever. Are you still in Washington State? Like, are you coming for PAX? Because Robin worked on El Paso elsewhere.
Oh, snaps. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robin was staying with Chorby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Portland. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. So it's not... and Dustin, you actually can do a full Chumbawamba in Trader Joe's. You can do a whiskey person, a vodka person, a lager person, and a cider person. And then regret your choices. So Yeti, I've not actually looked into it, but the problem is like growing up in the UK, there are so many Wills, Williams, Bills, and stuff like that that everyone has a will they equate you to. So, to quote Pulp Fiction, we're American honey, our names don't mean shit. Also, Robin, I hadn't seen you, but I haven't been round Shawby's since, blink, blink, since the Wanted Dead night, I don't think. And... Well, I didn't know it was your gin at the time, and I'm still sorry.
Wow, that's rude.
Okay, but you think that's bad? Shawb's got, I think it was the America flavor Monster. Yeah, so we did Murica Monster and Gin.
Oh, that's gross.
It just...
That sounds disgusting.
It tasted like, what do you call them? Ice pops. It tastes like melted ice pops carbonated.
Okay.
And the gin being kind of like citrusy wasn't awful, but the sheer amount of sugar and caffeine, like, we got loopy.
That's fair.
But if you can get loopy, you do it with Wanted Dead.
That's fair.
Yes. Like, Robin, at some point, I hope to be fiscally solvable enough to buy you, one, the good gin, and two...
Well, now that
basically publish whatever game you're going to make.
Now that I know it happened, now it has to
Are
happen.
you coming up for PAX?
Why? So you can drink more of their gin?
Yeah, well, they're gone. I'm going to nip down to Portland and just obliterate all of the...
I promise I'm not being rude. We were having a conversation before he hit go live, and so now I'm in my Facebook memories like, oh, look at this. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be done momentarily.
No, I understand it. That's why I don't use any of the memory features, because I can't stop.
Yeah, now I'm like, oh, remember this?
So I used to have a thing where I couldn't have any comic books out in the house.
It was senior prom. That was my dad and my sister and my brother.
It's baby Littlefire.
Okay, now
that dress is sickening and cute.
I found that on clearance at like JCPenney's or something. I was like, yes, but slay.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Robin, we don't have much to be able to offer, but if you do come up, please let us know.
Yeah, because then we can at least prepare some actual nice gin.
Yeah, so Robin, do you mean Turtles? Do you mean Co-op Kaiju Cooking Horror? Or one of the other million games Strange Scaffold have been putting out? Because I haven't done Turtles. We did do a stream of Co-op Kaiju Cooking Horror. And I once again made the mistake of thinking there wouldn't be, like, deep story fuckery.
Of course there's some story.
Yeah, I know, but I jumped into it because I was like, oh, it's going to be...
Do you have music?
Yeah, can you hear it?
No. Oh, it's just really low for me. Yeah, because the audio on this isn't.
Oh, yes. There are some buttons on it. Do those do anything?
There's there. Plus. Absolutely not.
They don't do a fucking thing. Peekaboo!
I think if you connect it Bluetooth, it does something.
Oh, yeah. Well, Robin, like, if you're not credited on I Am Your Beast and you worked on it, like, we'll have a talk to Zalavir. He's still a homie, even though he's doing fancy voice acting and...
But that's the best thing, right? You want your friends to do fancy stuff.
I would also say that, like, if Robin hasn't been credited, it's more due to Mr. Clown Camp Got Married having a baby, releasing 17 games in 20 minutes.
Are they speedrunning the game alive?
I kind of feel so.
Oh, okay.
I am really happy that he doesn't drink copious amounts of coffee and he doesn't drink. Because otherwise, like, that's dead at 35 speed run.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Robin, like, it's one of those things that may you all have the same kind of success where you feel you can't stop and slow down. You know what I mean?
Well, it's one of those tricky things too, right? Because when you're at the fast pace of like a peak feeling, you kind of want to use that momentum.
Well, and right now, he's kind of one of the few named characters in indie that has any, like, sway and weight.
Yeah.
Both Aggro Crab and Inner Sloth, they've kind of got that same kind of, like, element. Homie, I am assuming at clown camp. That's the only way it makes sense. Motherfucker had the whole thing about how he's going to go to clown camp and he was going to become a professional clown. He did it. He's actually a trained clown now.
They're working on their own project.
Yes. Well, Robin, don't be a stranger, and remember, you've got a lot of resources in your corner. All right, that includes my dumb self. Now, there is a 0.001% chance that I may be involved with a games publisher that is starting up. Nothing is locked in, nothing is set, but just know you're on my docket, all right? I'll give you some keys for Gummy Worm Breeding Simulator Deluxe.
You know, I think I saw them live.
I've definitely watched that video. We're thinking different things?
I think we're on different.
Oh, okay, yeah,
right
no,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right, okay. We'll talk about it later.
Weirdly, both ends up in hospital. Right.
Oh my God.
So, friends, miscreants, stealthy individuals. So, was it last week?
Yep.
Last week, Littlefire got me to play Devotion, a game that may or may not have been censored by the Chinese government, was definitely 100% pulled from Steam and has not been reinstated.
No.
It is arguably one of the best post-PT horror games that takes the idea of PT and actually does something with it that's an evolution on the fact and also understanding its core material. It's fucking brilliant.
Hi, Dice.
Hey, Dice.
And it's from a team that already had games under their belt.
Yes, they're very good. Thankfully, their follow-up game was Nine Souls, which has done gangbusters. Which I may return to after Tunic or something.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a good replacement for Tunic when you finish it.
Yeah. Or maybe do like that on a Wednesday and then do Blueprints on a Thursday.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I know I have to do Blueprints.
You got to get to it. You've been saying you're gonna play it.
Yeah. Nope, that thought dropped out of my head. There we go.
Well.
But yes, so I guess for Robin and folks who weren't here for the past one, so me and Littlefire have been doing a bunch of like YouTube videos for Littlefire's channel, for my channel. I started doing this thing called Longship After Dark a couple years back to just cope with how much things fucking sucked, as an excuse to talk about horror, but not do a stream that people may not want to watch at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Also, I just finished reading House of Leaves, so I was insufferable.
And we reset the time.
Fuck, we did!
It's been 0 days since Will's talked about House of Leaves.
That's the real curse of House of Leaves. Imagine what you're going to be like when you finish reading it.
If you got me that book, I have to read it. It's in the queue.
Absolutely. Wait, do we have exclamation Littlefire yet?
No, I don't think we do.
Oh,
yeah, except that. We gotta fix the Pepe.
Okay, I'll do that. Hang on, while we're nattering, I'll fix.
Yeah, we'll do multiple things. We don't have one.
We don't. Hey, do you know what? It's been.
You know, you could just make it exclamation gremlin. That could be the link to my stuff.
Now, do you have a link tree? Or...
I do have a. I can Discord you my link tree.
Oh, god damn it! Maybe I shouldn't have necked that drink.
Good luck. It's 3 E's, guy.
There we go.
There
All right,
I am.
third time's a charm. I'm gonna link to your chore because it's easier to get to your Twitch from your YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'm still gonna send you the thing so that way.
Yeah, we can add that.
Low pace. Okay. There you go. Discorded.
Aww. So you're working through 14 cases of beer. Good luck. Good on you.
That's like when we got all those twisted teas.
Yes, and everyone kept asking us where the party was, and we're like, nah, we're just being fiscally sensible.
Well, it's because like it was in the beginning. I was over here and I was getting him set up to like actually decorate his apartment.
And we did. We drank a lot of twisted teas and we decorated the place.
Drank twisted teas and decorated the apartment.
But yeah, I'll drag in those twisted teas back. Everyone stopped us and asked us where the party was.
Like, no, we're just...
It's just our apartment. Not my apartment, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, yeah, whatever.
So young.
So long ago. Do you see? Go back.
6 years ago, 19K.
That's my best video. That's why this game is a good game. It's a good game.
So I think with videos, you have me beat for most. Oh, I just have you beat.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't count. Oh, sorry. So, Littlefire's most popular video is the game we're playing, is at like 19K. My most popular video is a VOD of Hitman 2, which I titled Murder, She Wrote, the Agent 47 episode. And it got auto-added to a bunch of Murder, She Wrote playlists. It is my most hated video I've ever made.
So you cheated.
But I didn't know I was cheating.
You don't mess with the Murder, She Wrote, dude.
Well, I didn't know. And the second one was Stamper, who was Newgrounds and was the voice of Hattie Hatterson in Battle Block Theatre. And this was before he really downward spiraled. I hope he's doing good. I hear he's like clean and sober now.
Good. Good.
And the rest is varying levels of self-harm.
Is that a Vada blow with a power tool of you?
Maybe I should. Just all the views. Dice, maybe that's it. But I think it was just dickheads doing like auto ads. I really do.
Yeah, I had to stop looking because YouTube, I don't know if it still does, but it had that thing where you could look and see what playlists people have added your videos to. I stopped looking at that.
Oh.
My videos got added to some very not good playlists.
Keita, I hardly know her. Oh, okay. I think is it my turn to make bevies?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
actually. I made the last one.
Yeah. Are we making doubles still?
Yeah, I made the doubles.
Save
We
us
have
it
to.
up.
Well, when you get back from making the drinks, we should talk about that movie you had us watch.
Yes! You'll want to hear about a terrible fucking movie? Exactly, babies.
Jeez. And the jigsaw and the I don't know, spins or some such. Okay, but don't touch the jigsaw since you are 3 beers in. You know what I mean? Don't touch the power tools. Is essentially what I'm saying secretly, Robin. Okay, don't touch the power tools. Don't drink at power tool. That's not safe.
Don't drink power tools. That's as good
This
as
is good. The 4 horsemen of the power tool apocalypse: DeWalt, Ryobi, Makita, and Milwaukee. You know what? That's true.
Do you want orange or ginger? Because we're down to the last can of ginger.
Let's just do ginger.
Okay. Oh.
What? What's wrong?
Half a can of ginger.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want the ginger, that's fine.
I mean, technically you want the ginger, but that's not the story.
I mean, we're not going to talk about that on Twitch.television.
TOS.
It might be almost 11 o'clock at night, but let's have some decorum.
Aww.
What are Hitachis called now? Good question. Used to sell those things? Okay. Give me this music. I can't hear the music.
I'm just making singles for these, just to ration them, because if I make doubles, we've probably got like maybe a drink or 2 left.
No!
Yeah!
How did we go through the ramen so fast? It was just open.
The fucking Monkey movie.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so we watched Monkey. Now, not Monkey Man, the incredible Indian kung fu revenge movie.
Right. No.
The quasi sort of based on Stephen King stuff, but not because it's bad.
Well, I mean, you could. We're not gonna get into that.
Supposedly a comedy horror that was neither funny nor horrifying.
Yeah. So it was a game or a video movie I was excited about, right? Because it's supposed to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
I was excited about it. The reviews started coming in when it came out, and I was immediately like, I'm not spending my money on that because I don't like horror comedies.
Oh, Dustin, please tell me it's not the same person who made Longlegs.
Oh no.
Because Longlegs was good.
I didn't watch that yet.
Oz Perkins. No. So, good news, bad news.
Yeah, that one, Yeti.
Longlegs is still good. So yeah, it's the evil symbol monkey from that ye olde movie. Because the original, Stephen King's monkey movie, it's just called The Monkey.
See, that makes more sense. Okay. Like, I haven't watched that one either.
I mean, we could go back and watch the classic, but yeah, so we watched the new one, and it's so bad.
It's so bad. It's supposed to be a horror comedy, but there's no scares and there's no funny.
I will admit I laughed a couple of times, but in the same way that...
Hi, Eve.
It's not even 11 o'clock.
Yeah, what do you mean?
We're just getting started.
It's Longship after dark. What do you mean?
Saturday night.
Yeah, this is the weekend.
And, you know, it's... We've already been out raving, partying. We've already done a mound of cocaine. So this is our wind down.
We're not supposed to talk about
Oh, we're not supposed to mention the mound of cocaine.
No.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, sorry. It's where all the Longship money goes. We have a literal
Don't
mound.
tell them.
We just
They're gonna
add more to it.
say that. Someone's gonna take that clip.
Oh, no!
And it's gonna be on the internet. It's gonna be a whole article about you. All the people who don't like you are gonna be like, I knew it. I knew it.
You understand that if they do that, I'm just going to lean in. Like, I'm going to go buy a bag of flour from Trader Joe's and just do like a photo shoot. Anyway,
Yeah.
So we watched The Monkey. It was so bad. And I'm still trying to put it into words. Like, it had no sense within its own construction. It was...
And you know the thing is that the thing that was good about it, and we've talked about it, is parts of the cinematography.
Anytime where they did a zoom into the monkey's face was incredible.
Honestly.
Oh,
it actually felt scary.
Yeah, just very quickly. So Dice, Littlefire hasn't seen. I saw the TV Glow yet,
I haven't watched it yet.
and I'm trying to bring them into it with nothing because I was lucky enough to see it like that, and I wanna replicate that experience for them. But
As long as you do that photo with the open bag of flour on the counter in the back. Got it. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Noted. I need your... Okay, I'll look. But yeah, no. I am picky about my horror. Fair enough. It's my favorite thing in whatever medium people choose to do it in. So I'm very picky about it. It's why I ended up not watching it in theaters, because I don't want to watch comedy horror. I don't find that enjoyable. If I'm gonna watch a scary movie, I want to be uncomfortable. Cause it's generally usually not good. It's got a bunch of, not suitable for work scenes, and that's the main push of it. There's nothing of substance to most horror, which is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable in a way I don't want to be uncomfortable.
yeah. The Monkey was uncomfortable like the British Office. Like, it was cringe comedy that wasn't funny. There were a couple of deaths that made me laugh because they were so stupid.
So dumb, and the story didn't even make sense.
By its own logic.
It ruined it. It set up this whole pace in the beginning. This is the logic. This is the formula.
Here we go. Just kidding.
It actually didn't matter.
Whatever.
None of that
Don't worry
mattered.
about it.
Actually, we lied. We just do whatever we want now.
And also, it had one moment that was the best build-up to a joke. Okay, so one of my favorite anime is Gintama, which I have called Gintama a whole bunch of times, and I probably will again. And there is a 2-episode arc where they set up one joke and the delivery had me spray coffee out my nose. The joke is, his penis gets replaced with a screwdriver, and the payoff was so funny. With this, half the movie is setting up to this payoff about this fucking skydiving wedding. And then it's like, everything happens, and it's like someone walked into the room and goes, oh, the punchline is machismo, and then just leaves. This incredible joke was set up.
Yeah.
I think I called it Deus Ex Splatina for the idea of people... No, it's bad.
So Jordan Peele is one of those ones, I'll watch anything he makes.
Same.
He has set up enough trust in me for his creations. Eve.
That was nearly booze out my nose, Eve.
That I will blindly watch whatever he makes. Not everybody can do that, because you have to establish that level of trust with me.
Yes.
Like, this is... I don't want to watch anything that these individuals create going forward, because I don't believe you're going to give me anything.
Longlegs is incredible. Another one that, like, the less you bring in, the better. For those of us who know, who may have seen Longlegs, it's basically like old-timey Control, but not. But I went into Longlegs and came away from it like, holy fuck, that was
is
good.
a movie I've wanted to watch since it, started. The trailer. I saw the trailer, but I just haven't gotten to it.
And to find out this is the same guy, like, this is to find out that, like, Alex Garland made a whole movie about fart jokes where none of the jokes were farts.
This is where somebody pops in. Well, actually,
Alex Garland's fart champion in 2017. So yeah, just I mean, or do what we did. Get some rum, watch it, and then realize about halfway through that it's bad, and then rip the shit out of it.
And like, the thing is like, I'm not a snob about movies, like horror movies. I have a Shudder subscription. If you have had a Shudder subscription, although they do have a lot of really good movies, and there is a movie I'm gonna watch on there that I saw on TikTok. But I enjoy bad movies.
Yeah.
If I'm expecting it to be low budget and bad.
Well, this wasn't a so bad it's good movie.
This was just bad.
Yeah.
It had I don't even care if it's it didn't really have that high of a budget. It had a high budget. Because the money they spent on that movie, I could take care of myself many lifetimes over.
Well, and this is what I was talking about with video game horror as well, which is that it's a creative endeavor. The things where it fucked up weren't budgetary.
No.
The camera work, gorgeous. A lot of the visual elements were really well done, but the way it all came together was just... I felt like I was slowly being flipped the bird, and not in a funny way.
Yeah.
I kept comparing it to, like, if you say horror comedy, I think of Cabin in the Woods. Like, that's the gold standard on that one. And...
No, I get it.
It ain't that.
I like satire horror, and psychological thriller horror is good too.
What is the name of the movie we did that was so good?
I will look it up.
Thank you.
Hi, Kimball.
Morning, Kimball. We're talking about bad horror movies, and we're about to play good horror games. How are you?
When you start to cross that line into the terror gore side of it, I get a little like, okay, how are you going to do this?
Aww. Well, we're not getting into devotion just yet. We're just having a natter, so...
Yeah, we're just talking about bad movies.
Yeah, have a beat, have a breather. Because the thing is like, I was introduced to a lot of the gore separate of nonsense. Like, in the UK, we have this concept called the video nasty, because with the British censorship board being as, like, fucking as it was, there were lots of movies that were refused distribution in the UK.
You talking about Cure?
Yeah, Cure was the one that fucking... I'm still thinking about that. But there were loads of movies that were so visually violent they didn't get a release. So you had to, like, buy these videos off of, like, a guy down the pub. Now, but I'm talking about things like, Night of the Living Dead 3 and shit like that.
So, like, my sister had me watch, what is that? The cannibal one.
Either Cannibal Apocalypse or...
Are they journalists? They go to an island and there's cannibals, and it was no longer showing because of how realistic it was. Do you know what I mean? It's an older movie. Anyways, my sister had me watch that. It's like stuff like that where I'm like, I don't know, that's a little much.
But there's some of those that I think they work really well. So, like, in Night of the Living Dead, Day of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead 3. There's a bit where a guy gets pulled apart, and it's so well done. But that whole movie is about, like, the normality of surviving, and, like, the scientist mentality versus the military mentality, and everybody who gets caught up in between. All of the Romero zombie movies are about something.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Cannibal Holocaust, that's it. Repo the Genetic Opera is difficult because I have... You know when someone is so into a movie in your circle of friends that it ruins it?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I couldn't hear the comes in a little glass vial for years.
I get that way more with video games. Honestly.
And yet you chose to hang out with me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Our games intersect sometimes, but we also play vastly different games.
True.
So I can listen to you talk about the stuff that you play and the stuff that you find, and some of it intersects, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
But I have my own section of the internet in terms of that helps a bit.
Batteries don't go in guns.
It's fun and worky. If you don't work too hard, you don't make enough.
To be continued, yeah. Give them as much as they pay you for.
Yeah, well, a little less than that. You know, you gotta take interest.
Well, and Edwin, the thing that threw me off is that there was an old movie called Repo about, like, guys trying to get a car back from aliens. And then there's Repo with Jude Law, which got trapped in, like, licensing hell after it came out, and so you couldn't find anywhere. And then Repo the Genetic Opera, which... Oh, what's-her-face, the famous lass with a tiny dog was in.
That really narrows it down.
It does. Paris Hilton.
Oh,
and I had to hear about that every fucking time. It was the Viggo Mortensen's toe of, like, fucking goths.
What is this?
This is Longship of the Dark. Vla, vla, vla. Oh, but we did also watch Nosferatu, and it is really good.
Now that's what I'll say. I said it when I watched it. It is a good movie. Nosferatu is a good movie. The problem that I had with Nosferatu, I'm gonna need people to get their shit together. No, really. Because all the TikToks that I saw were people like, I saw this with my best friend, and we can't even look at each other because we was just so like, and I'm like, the movie is tame in terms of inappropriateness or kinks and stuff. So I'm very... Maybe that's just the day and age we live in. That it's weirder for people to not be full on random kinks.
I'm just... Saltburn.
I just want to know...
Saltburn was a movie that made people go, oh god!
Can we talk about something? I made a TikTok about it. But let's talk about it here. Because I need opinions. Now, if you have not seen the movie and you don't want a spoiler, I'm gonna need you to mute.
What's the movie?
Nosferatu.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to mute, and I'm gonna give you some time. It's not a plot thing, but it's an important thing.
Okay.
And you know what I'm talking about because I made the TikTok about it.
I'm still getting shit for it.
So
let's have this conversation.
I'm gonna give you some time. I'll give you until.
Let's have this conversation. Let's do this. No,
I'll
everyone's here.
Minute. I'll give you 1 minute.
The recent one, caffeine.
I'll give you 1 minute. We're gonna listen to this nice little chiltendo before I tell you about the absolute disrespect.
Disrespect?
That I received. All right, we're going.
Disrespect. Oh no, okay, no, let's do it.
Now, I watched it in theaters. Okay, it's a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
It's great in theaters because of the audio.
Didn't get to see it, but still great movie.
So, if you're on my TikTok, you already know what I'm talking about. There's a scene in Nosferatu where this man loses his wife and 2 children. He buries them in their tomb. Okay?
It's very visible. He's dying of a blood plague.
He gets the plague and decides, it's implied throughout the movie, he said it himself, where he can't go without her. He has to have her. Okay? Intimately. She dies. So he puts her in the tomb. He gets the plague. And his last dying energy is spent taking her out of her tomb and fucking her.
I'm not fucking your corpse!
Fucking her corpse. I said he said he would never do that. I said, so you don't like me enough.
And you felt the need to put this whole thing on TikTok.
Absolutely. I'm using you for content.
I'm getting farmed for content. Look at this. Oh, well, look at the time.
You
Do not crack a gold one.
You don't like me enough.
I see. I see.
So fuck my corpse. And he said, I absolutely do not like you enough to fuck your corpse.
I was implied.
And
Coward.
I just feel like, why would you not want to crack open a cold one? Like, why would you? Anyways, so we can burn the sea. It's a missed opportunity. Caffeine, shut up. Get rid of that last statement.
I ain't fucking it. My actual request was, should funds allow, when I pop my clogs, put some claws on me, set me up like a special infected, so when the zombocalypse happens, I can shit up someone's
This is
day.
a lot. What do you mean? This isn't a lot. This is just this is a normal
Longship after dark.
Saturday.
But yeah, I want like a Rick Grimes motherfucker's last words to be like, what the fuck? As zombie Will comes leaping at him with like Wolverine claws, like, ah!
Disrespect.
I'm not fucking your corpse, I'm sorry.
Nor I also asked if he would still like me if I was a worm.
I
that
said
and that
yes.
was fine. So would you not? You wouldn't fuck me if I was a worm?
Yeah! That's the squirty bottle. That's the squirty bottle. Shut
We
up,
lost
Realm.
it after the last time we used it. I don't know where it went.
C222, and there we have it. And there we have it.
That's fine. I'll be weird.
Let's play some fucking horror games.
Oh, that's where we
That's
draw
the
line.
fucking
it?
line.
That's the intro to the game.
That's the line. Would you fuck me if I was a worm? No! You bring up Goosebumps earlier. I remember that book.
Hi, Orzi.
Thank
How
you.
doing?
Please send more squirt bottles.
Nice to see you. Oh gosh.
The only rise I want to see out of a corpse is necromancy, and that's it.
And then you know what? And then he was like, "You cannot fuck my corpse if roles were reversed." And I'm like,
Don't. My words were don't.
you know what I mean? Anyways.
Oh look, alcohol.
All right. So where did we leave off last time?
Oh god. You know what? Let's have a little non-necrobanter. Thank you, caffeine.
Non-necro banter. Got it.
And then because I don't know if like Cumberland folks are going to tap out before we get into
That's
like
true.
the actual beat. So,
That's true.
but I won't do that.
I mean, in this economy, $20 is $20. You know what I mean?
That decimal place is going to move a lot more. I'm not saying I don't have a price, but I'm saying. Do you remember that movie? God, I'm trying to remember the name of it.
A movie about $20.
No, about a rich guy being like, I want to sleep with your wife for $1 million.
Oh, I don't know if I remember that.
And I think about that one a lot because, like,
So 0.02.
because obviously the guy's jealousy consumes him, and obviously it all like falls apart.
Maybe I have seen that.
But if they just high-fived and walked off with $1 million,
Yeah.
aww. Well, Kimball, I hope we can help. And
Yeah.
hey, look, I know work stuff is wild right now, but it's 7 a.m. Don't have a coffee. That doesn't help.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
But you know, make yourself a cup of tea.
Dangerously. That sounds familiar. That title sounds familiar.
I think it's Dangerous Liaisons. If you have toast or crumpets, get yourself a thing. And remember, you've got union help, and you've got us, so you're not on your own. But you know, you can't defeat the evils of capitalism on an empty stomach with a high blood rate. With a high heart rate.
With Glenn Close?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
I just remember it being like a whole big deal. And like the idea is like, oh, I'm so rich. Wait, no, I don't think it's...
That's Dangerous Liaisons, so if it's not that, then it's not that.
No, this is about the French debauchery.
Okay. Unless there's another movie called Dangerous Liaisons.
Oh, they might be.
Anyways, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, Caffeine, the would you smack your coworker for 20k? I'm
Smack
like,
my coworker for $5 in a fucking
every time
iced
I'm
coffee.
like, I can't afford 20,000. I'm just gonna have to slap them for free.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Right, Kakazi?
Exactly.
I clothesline a sibling for a...
Even splitting it, that's still a good amount of money.
Yeah. We're gonna find out that The Simpsons was actually some kind of eldritch creature.
I mean,
Like
I wouldn't doubt it.
A strange being of prophecy.
I would be more shocked if we found out that it was all just by chance.
Yeah. High fart rate should be one of my books. God, this is the thing. I'm gonna turn 40 and go full Chuck Tingle and just start writing the most unhinged shit so quickly. My first book, Fuck You, I'm Dyslexic, coming soon.
Oh, gotcha. Nephew's due in February.
Yeah, but I mean, she could probably use 20k.
Now would be a good time to have 20k.
Turns out she's like an ex-MMA fighter and just boom.
You still get even if you half it, you still get the 10k.
But yeah, I will say with horror games and horror movies, I do get kind of obsessed with the concept of them sometimes. So sometimes I watch a horror movie and I go, this sucks, but I really wish they had done more with X.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair, yeah. Definitely more dangerous than an MMA fighter.
Oh yeah, 1000%, dude, 1000%.
I couldn't do that line of work, for sure. That's rough. I would like to point out, side note from all of that, you do realize that the menu music is different, right, than when we first played? The menu music is now the little girl singing.
It is, because it was
that guy singing. It was that random different song. It was a totally different song.
So before we start like actually getting into the game proper, if you look at the picture over there, the daughter was on like one of those like Taiwanese Got Talent game show, talent show type things, and was extremely adorable. And ended up, was it like tied with somebody else? Mm-hmm. And we can explain the non-scary parts of the story so far if anybody wants a primer. I just
we should get a nice little intro into what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Okay, so we appear to be playing as the dad of a Taiwanese family. He was a screenwriter. His wife was an actress, singer, very popular amongst like the film crowd.
Very successful.
Yes, but she put it all to one side to marry him and raise their daughter. And unfortunately, the daughter got very sick very young. And the dad's pride, the daughter's illness, all of these elements, but kind of interweaving. That's the non-spoopy variant, I think.
Good night, caffeine.
Yeah, no, mate. Crash well, sleep good, and to be continued.
Oh God.
I'm not mad that you did it, Favor 6. I'm mad that I'm now going to click on the Mr. Blobby Twitch account. And it's going to show me how many times Mr. Blobby has been subscribed to the Longship. And you know what? It's not going to be one.
Oh, no. No.
All right, over-under on it being 6. What do you reckon? Do you reckon Mr. Blobby has been subbed to the Longship?
Over.
You think over
I
6?
think over 6.
All right, do you all want to just place your bets real quick?
Yeah, place the bets.
Because I'm hoping it's only been 4. But I don't know.
Considering how long that meme has been going, I think it's more than that.
Okay. Dustin's betting on over. Kakazu looked. Dustin saying, yeah, over 6. Dustin saying over.
Yeah. Considering how long you've been doing this, I think it's over.
Okay. Oh, Favor 6, you gifted it, so you can't guess. All right.
Doesn't mean they looked.
All right, I'm looking. 5! Damn. Okay, just. But the thing is, the Mr. Blobby account doesn't have Mr. Blobby all over it. Fucking coward.
It's probably just someone in the Longship that made the fucking account.
Oh, probably is, yeah. Oh, and the other thing, so Dustin, for time travel movies, Palm Springs is currently still my favorite.
It is a good movie.
Like, well, I love it because it's the 3 different philosophies of kind of dealing with life. You know, anger and then acceptance, a kind of like a Zen cowardice, and then an actual actionable, like, no, I'm going to fix this shit. The 3 paths that one could take. It also kind of implies that with Groundhog Day, like, he was in there for possibly, like, thousands of years.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, Kakazi, for Lord Calcium Bonio to have a Twitch account, he'd have to get off his fucking ass and do something. He actually did scare me the other night, though.
Really?
When he was still wearing your shirt, I came to bed to turn the lights off. And the shadow I was casting from the light outside moved on his thing. And it was your t-shirt. I thought it was you and then saw the skelly face.
Oh, God.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Dustin. The difference between a time loop movie and a time travel movie. But you're all good. You're all good. Okay. Yeah, Kakazi, and then I will shit out my literal kidneys. Kakazi's like, one day, Bonio's going to get up and actually walk around and do something.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shit kittens. Where do the kittens come from? Please don't ask. I won't know. Okay, so does anyone need any more info before we start rolling into this proper?
Before we start, I do want to head to the bathroom really quick.
Okay, I'll keep Nata in.
Yeah. Just let me do this one thing.
Verdant, I'm not mad that you're right. I'm mad that you said it. Aren't all movies time travel movies? Otherwise they'd be pictures.
No, not that.
Kimball, please tell me you're not talking about, like, mobile Bonio. Because I'm not ready. Go Rem. I couldn't even keep a straight face when we did the fake Will Bonio on Friday. Mm-hmm. That little dubbing. Their little dabbing Slugcat is still so good. One of the great things about being a streamer is I can do the big emotes as much as I want.
Do something really fast.
No, take your time. Mm-hmm. We're in no rush. I guess the other thing is, as I'm sure you noticed, we didn't go to Sober this evening. We'd already had a serious talk about whether or not we could afford it, and we really couldn't. Now, obviously, I know that seems fucking ridiculous when you look at Wallosaurus's fucking health bar.
Right.
But that happened when you were asleep, and we'd already said we're not going.
But also it's like, that is still going to go to a PAX.
Yes.
It's just going to go to PAX Day Zero Soba event. So it's not like the funds are going elsewhere. It's just financially not responsible to do 2 Sobas in a month. It's just not.
And, like, I mean, for those who don't know, Littlefire got out from their shitey warehouse job, and now...
my first week at my new job, yay!
Well, you get to sit and have a desk.
I get to do brain stuff now.
Sober, cold and hard. Sofa, warm, soft, snuggleable. You can nap in it without getting thrown out. Verdant, we're not talking about cocaine, Mount Cocaine. Just know every time you make that reference, my brain goes to that scene from Deadpool 2 where he puts the bag in his mask and goes... I'll always think of that. literally as I went, I swear to fuck, if he'd had a phone in his hand, I would have screamed. There we go. It follows. The Bone White Mountain. Oh my word. Okay, Edwin, fuck off. I told you Edwin's actually made a horror game that slaps, right?
Wait, what?
The Partum Artifacts.
Oh.
That's Edwin's work.
I'll have to play that.
Yeah, it's fucking good. It's very puzzle, so I don't know how...
Oh.
It's not like Myst-style puzzles, but the horror bits, beautifully done. No, fuck. Edwin, I'm so sorry. My brain is jello. No, that wasn't Edwin. Edwin is an accomplished voice actor who did stuff for a whole bunch of stuff. I was thinking of Swedish Chef for some reason. I'm sorry, it all just...
Are you okay?
Don't stream for a living, friends. Joms Barnes having us drunk.
Maybe you should put the drink down.
I should, because we're going to run out. Do you think Sadlin will forgive us if we start the wine?
We might have to.
Caiaphas Cain, hero of the Imperium. But Edwin, I mean, you should be doing voices for the Partum Artifact. I think that would definitely kick 17 Shades of ass. I don't know why I just blended those all together in my head, though. Oh, lordy. And I'd love to tell you I am drunk, I have been drinking. I ain't that drunk. Blams nons. God damn it, Calcium Bonio. I do hope Chef does some more horror stuff, and I can't believe Lord Calcium Bonio is texting me from back here! You got time to text, mate, you got time to do the fucking dishes. Bonio doesn't do shit around the house. Yeah, Edwin, I am sorry. Like I said, I don't know where that came from. And running the old noggin a little bit too hard, I guess. But I do think that Littlefire should play the Partum Artifacts, because it is very good.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Don't encourage him! Kakazi, thank you. Kakazi gifted Calcium Bonio a sub.
There you go, buddy.
Technically, he has now contributed to this household.
There you go. See? I'm gonna have to remember that I need to sign out into my regular account.
Oh, what account?
Huh? What? What happened? What happened?
Kakazi, thank you.
Now he doesn't have to watch ads. Exactly.
Well, sorry, Favor6 said that one of their many silly bad money lottery ideas is to voice a video game with deliberately bad VO. Like my Yorkshire accent, fake Swedish Chef. I would love to do a project, Favor6, where the whole game is built around the bad voice acting. Like we get everybody around a table, everyone on Discord, and everything's recorded clearly, but it's just like the worst script in the worst way. And whatever the game that comes out of it has to use all of it. What a fucking project. That would be so funny. God, that'd be funny as. Because, like, I do really enjoy the idea of that one Scottish project where they made all the characters out of, like, action figures that they put, like, plasticine and then sculpted and stuff. And High on Life is fine, but I like its weird conversational, improvisational style. We now know that the reason that they were able to do that is because they overworked the team to the point of exhaustion.
Don't ruin that game for me, Alex.
But that feeling, that vibe, if you could carry that through, that would be so good. Okay. All right, I'm just going to load up where we're at. Because I believe we had just begun a new chapter.
Just finished the puzzles with the apartments.
Okay.
And the years, I believe.
Yeah, so we're heading towards that. I'm not going to do anything for just a second, friends, just so that, you know, those who've been kind of like half sleepy lurking but want to avoid spoilers and don't want to get the spoopiness. I will say that so far this has had brilliant heartfelt moments. This has had like genuine family dynamic stuff. It's not that horror trope of surprise, it was a bad dad. Now the dad may be bad, but it's not horror trope bad dad.
But is he bad in the sense that horror games normally make dads bad, or is he bad just in the sense of humans just make mistakes?
Well, and that seems to be what they're setting up, is that the wife gave up her career, her singing, her everything for her family.
As they generally do.
Yes, because this is like, this is Taiwan during the 80s. But her husband was supposed to be the screenwriter to provide for the family, but he's both creatively and emotionally just spent. She has these contacts and could support the family, but he's not letting his pride slide. And also it's the 80s, like, a woman supporting the household? Le gasp. But also, the daughter is sick, and I only know what I've seen in this and in other similar media, so I'm not going to speak about, like, you know, Taiwanese family culture in any kind of authority, but it seems that there's a ton of pressure on the child. They are the vehicle through, you know, the amount of like feasts and rituals and things like that for good deeds, but also to like find out the child's vocation, what they're going to do, how they're going to provide, how they're going to do this. And to have all that and then have a daughter slowly getting sicker and sicker. Like in one of the previous segments, the dad promised to take her to, it was like a zoo or something.
Yeah, they were gonna go do something, a little trip.
Yes, but a typhoon hit. But because of her illness and because of everything else, the dad had been putting it off and putting it off. So she just fucking went by herself during a typhoon. Yeah, you know what? Barry Burton, the most gun collecty of anyone in the Resident Evil franchise, is actually the best dad. Because, well, okay, Ethan Winters would have been a good dad if he wasn't a mess. I was about to say something that's a huge spoiler for Resident Evil 7 and 8.
Yeah, you can't. Don't
Yeah.
spoil it. Don't.
Right.
Even just saying that there's a spoiler kind of spoils.
It's all the green herb he'd be smoking. He doesn't actually have a wife and child. Hey, no, Verdant, like, thank you for popping up. Like, one of the reasons behind these Longship After Darks is because we were doing them as YouTube and then uploading them, but then when we did Dead Letter Society, we couldn't upload it. It still needs to be cut up. And if we'd done it as a late night stream, even though it's only like 20 folks hanging out,
It would have been easier to get
Yeah.
over to YouTube.
yeah,
So.
there's still a whole ass 3-hour video that you'll haven't seen. So, is Wesker a bad dad?
Wesker's just a bad man.
Okay. Dice was just saying that their Star Wars game is just full of bad dads. I mean, Star Wars as a whole is full of bad dads.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's really.
it's really quiet. Hang on. You better not jump scare me now. I just cranked it up.
Right, because this is what we watched when we ended.
She eventually leaves.
She's like, listen, I can make money. I don't have to live like this.
And I think so. When we talk about the bad dad trope, we were talking like the anomaly stare game we played the other day. I think is the perfect example. That you get to the top, and then it's like, oh no, dad is angry. Dad drinks.
He shot his
Dad
wife
shot everybody.
and everyone in the house.
Cool.
Which
Well-
I feel like is, you know what it is? It's the differences in culture and how they represent family dynamics in horror games. More Americanized games are always bad dad, drunk, kills his family. Whereas this is kind of bad dad, but here is a list of family dynamics and cultures and rules and stuff that people follow that are stressful and overwhelming and uncomfortable and really give this toxic environment for a family dynamic.
Yeah, I would say that you could definitely create the same thing with like a American type setup. You have to take the same level of care. With this, her leaving is both right and wrong.
Yes.
The daughter is still sick, so she's still leaving him with a sick kid, but also she could have provided for both of them and made sure she got all the extra care, but the husband was freaking his shit because he's got to be the man of the house. Mm-hmm. But he's also creatively blocked because he's looking after a sick child. Mm-hmm. And the pressures of him to be the breadwinner create the problem.
Right, because he's supposed to be the man of the house, the leader, the provider.
Yeah. And all of these things, because relationships are very seldom good and evil. A lot of times, especially families that stay together for a long period of time, it's like everyone ends up being right and wrong and bad.
Well, that's why when you look at that and you take that mindset into real life, you'll have a better understanding that someone can be right and wrong in real life. Sometimes you're still a good person, but maybe you made some bad choices.
Yeah. Well, and it's also why I refute it's predominantly in horror games, but the bad dad trope of got drunk, killed everybody. Because there's a level of self-flagellation of being like the perceived man of the house. Mm-hmm. Like, the dad who drinks after work because he's frustrated with his life and he's tired, he's exhausted. But he also sees himself as a provider and a caretaker. Mm. Like, it doesn't excuse the behavior in either way, but like that doesn't feed into the, well, I just killed everybody. Nah, fuck it. Like, there's gotta be, yeah.
Well, that's where it's important to actually build up the story.
Yeah. Your people, well, and this goes back into the thing that we were saying, is like, horror is a creative challenge, more so than a lot of other parts of gaming.
I think a lot of the reason why bad dad tropes don't work is because people just expect the player base to assume why the person is the bad dad.
Yes.
Instead of building up what led to bad dad becoming bad dad.
And you can say less and deliver more rather than specify.
However, if you don't say enough and don't build the world and you leave it upon the player base, it's flat.
Yeah. And the thing I was saying to Littlefire, was it this morning? Was it yesterday? Days Blend.
I don't know.
But I was talking about how like there's loads of things in gaming that are technical achievements. The bottles in Half-Life Alyx, all the apartments in the new Spider-Man games. Like, that's not a creative thing. That's a technical thing. Now, technically creative, but like, if you can trick geometry into making New York more, like, that's not an idea that somebody had on a couch. Like, what if in Spider-Man you could see inside the apartments? Like, anyone can have that idea. How the fuck do you do it? But with a lot of horror, it is your narrative, it is your creative, it is your delivery of these ideas, in which the story, the structure of it and all of that becomes incredibly important.
Mm-hmm. One, hello, Sturdy Kiwi. But also, like, so every game can navigate and kind of interpret, it's the same concept, right? Family traumas and the negative sides of life, but the genre that does it the most is obviously horror. And I think
Yeah, well, because
Just-
a lot of walking sims really don't have a lot of teeth when it comes to this shit, and visual novels tend to be focused on like relationships and romanticisms.
Yeah.
You know,
You just gotta.
the oft underappreciated art of cube mapping. Oh, also, so Sturdy. So random thing, we did a Gundam building stream earlier with my buddy John. Turns out he's been all over New Zealand. Actually knew Dunedin and had been there, which threw me for a loop. Oh, the other thing I want to add. So there are carved relief fragments. The wife, the daughter, the husband.
Which is probably the only time we've actually seen his face,
Yeah,
technically.
because in every other picture, it's been carved out, except for those creepy dolls
Yeah.
that were creepy.
But those don't even accurately depict the people, they're just placeholders, I think.
Okay, so I'm gonna push the button.
Yeah. There was a thought, it was going what I said, but I lost it because we went somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I guess the reason why I keep obsessing of this is just because there was that bloke I know who was like, "Oh, you shouldn't make horror games if you're a game student." I'm like, no.
You should.
Horror games, you
should.
can do so much with your creativity and limited technical ability.
Right. This is where we actually ended. Okay, got it.
Oh, yes.
Because I was literally there like, look.
Hey, she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
Hello. But this is also, considering, I forget how long we played this for, this is the first time you actually get to hear her sing. Every other time, it gets up to it and then stops, or is something else in the TV show.
真是美心的忠实歌迷呢。
I love this game.
I'm just saying, put a house beat behind this and you've got an absolute banger. Bum, bum, bum.
Not everything has to be turned into Nightcore.
I'm sorry, I think one of my headphones is malfunctioning. You said not everything and then the rest was like...
Yes! Not everything needs to be Nightcore. Jesus, just appreciate it for what it is, Will.
It must be something with my hearing, I'm so sorry. She's wearing the same thing!
Now,
I said that last week, didn't I?
can't leave your seat. You did.
Not until she's done.
This is long. Maybe you need to explore. You
Okay.
forced us to listen to this last time.
What do you mean forced? Did you hear that? Forced. But yeah, now that it's changed, this was the picture from the intro.
妈妈什么时候会回来？妈妈去哪里？我真的好想妈妈哦。
And now we really get into it.
Okay, Google, how do I unpiss my jeans?
Oh my god. You can't keep asking Google how to do that.
Exactly. I'm not even wearing jeans.
Wait, where are your pants? I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, the flesh walls.
Yeah. God, imagine being able to afford a flesh room in this economy. God. What are they, hoity-toity? Oh, shit. I'm gonna stop trying to make jokes. God, that's haunting.
This is where it. Where the pressure isn't just the dad. Obviously, the kid is under immense pressure too, while on top of also being incredibly ill.
No physical ailments observed. Recommend referral to a psychiatric department.
Yeah, because they're anxious and probably depressed and insanely stressed. And because it's still not entirely accepted and dealt with, right? But back then, mental health problems were definitely not handled.
Yup.
And then you have to take into the cultural aspect of this as well, like. So.
Well, and the other thing this does so well is that while we predominantly spend a lot of time from the dad's perspective, this isn't a game about like him being a bad dad. This is about family trauma, and we get to see all of it. Now we've seen how like she was fucking hyperventilating 24/7, which would fuck you up.
Yeah. Well, this is where it's.
Go for Papa Palpatine.
喂，杜先生，我是何老师。我听说了，美心这次真的有这么严重吗？你别慌，赶快带来给我看。我们请示慈姑观音，求求看有没有解。不要担心，照我说的做。上一次治好了。
Yeah, Favor 6, just like the Fast and Furious.
And this is where what's crazy is it touches on the whole concept of, my daughter's not a lunatic. We're not dealing with mental health, but I will go talk about religion.
Yes, I will go to a literal guru.
I will go do some ritual that's gonna heal my daughter, but we're not gonna go to therapy.
If you're into super like heckin' puzzle games, I still think keyword a spider's thread.
Exactly. She's not mentally ill. She's possessed by a demon. That's what's happening.
为爱女杜美心请命，爱女受扼杀侵扰，魂不附体。
Malevolent spirits in her soul, of course.
杜先生，你有没有看到什么？
And after this is the bloodletting.
Alright, love, we got a bunch of leases.
那是美心。
A leases? God, I can't even speak.
救活怎么样？
I wish it was from drinking.
火在闪烁，代表他现在魂不附体。还有看到什么？有看到美心吗？
Edwin, exactly.
那你要
Not that I have.
看有没有你女儿的痕迹。看有没有。
Also, and Edwin, like, it's one of the reasons why I'm real glad you're here for this, because, like, I can't speak to what it's like to grow up with any kind of, like Asian family expectations.
Exactly.
British family expectations fucking suck, but they suck in a completely different way.
Everything I know is because this, games from this particular cultural mindset is what I do most. So that's where my thing is, but I can't speak from a sense of I've lived it, right?
Yeah,
I can't speak from that.
We're all kind of going from like the mediums and experiences, and that is where video games are very good.
Which it is good because it bridges the gap between cultures and experiences.
Yeah, and it's not asking you to observe, it's asking you to experience.
Yeah.
Those eyes, like, as they flicker as I'm moving around, throw me for a fucking loop.
How dark this is with the lights.
I'm hoping you all can see like some of this, but basically none of these lines are assured, and sometimes the patterns in it like form eyes that then disappear. It's very like I don't want to say trippy because that's so dismissive.
有光就跟着光走，有看到什么就讲出来，看看有没有美心留下的东西。
I guess what I'm saying is like Edwin, you've got way more experience to understand what they're referencing.
心神不稳，别担心，他还有一半的审视。再找找看有没有特别的东西。
To the John Deere enjoyer, welcome to Longship After Dark.
Hi, Ian.
Welcome back. Aren't you flying soon?
有看到什么？
纸船，船是不是漂在水上？水是慈父观音在引路。
Huh. Sorry, I don't know where I got the idea that you were flying.
水能通灵，船为摆渡。
Anyway, welcome back.
请慈姑观音引路。现在嘞，放水灯的河流有没有可以通行的地方？
Oh, okay.
河上有沙洲，沙洲是慈姑观音的化身，她要当你的路，你走过去。
Yeah, like I got when I'm thinking back of like, you know, parental expectations that I got, it was a weird like smorgasbord, right? Because neither of my parents were kind of believers in the whole
特别的地方，
social strata type thing. But as soon as there was even a snifter that was good at sports, my stepdad was on that like a fucking rash. For all those eyes. You know what? You don't need my story right now. Because any story I try and tell is not going to get finished because this game isn't that
I
good.
will say this, we're going into a part that is very narrative heavy.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of them building this, obviously what we're into. Obviously, we have the idea, we kind of get the gist of it. We don't want to deal with mental health. It's not mental health.
It's not mental health.
They're not a lunatic. They're not crazy. My daughter's not crazy.
It's evil spirits.
It's just they don't believe in, we got to do the religious route. We got to pray about it. We got to do rituals about it.
I think anyone that's grown up in any kind of
看到一座桥，
fundamentalist or otherwise situation will know that one.
继续跟着光。
You picked a desolate good.
Oh look!
不
Hell!
要管桥下
Yeah,
的，
we're currently
他们在
traveling
受
through
自
the
己的
underworld.
业者
That's where all my friends
Because
are.
obviously, if you're having issues, it's not mental health. It's you've committed sins.
Yes.
To cleanse your soul, obviously.
Generational sins at this point.
Yeah, sins you didn't even commit or ask for. They were just placed upon you because nobody went to therapy.
The eyes still getting me, because every time I try and focus on one, it disappears.
你看到什么？牌楼，有没有路？有阶梯，那你继续往上走。那是通天梯，跟着我念心咒，恭迎慈姑观音，入世灵显四方。恭迎慈姑观音，入世灵显四方。
Don't worry about it.
恭迎慈姑观音，入世灵显四方。恭迎慈姑观音。
Yeah, we can only hope.
陆
Sturdy
先生
Kimi.
这是地狱惩罚罪人的地方，这边和你没有关系，不要碰任何东西，赶快走过去。
Don't touch anything, make haste. Sup? 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 Does it actually
你也要
want,
不在这里，
does it actually want me to sprint? Those crush beneath the weights they hold above them.
他们生前都是罪人，不用同情，你只要看好自己的脚步。
Damn.
You know, that kind of stuff is like,
不要停下来，继续走。
I don't know if we've talked about it, but it's the thing of like, as you're working on fixing the things that have happened to you, you're going to end up doing things that like almost like an overcorrection, and makes it so it's also bad. So it like what Sturdy Kimi said, it's going to take a few generations to get those traumas to
你走出来了，
fix them. Well, not fix themselves because you're actively working to get them, but everyone has to put in the effort to get rid of all those generational traumas.
Trying to fix things at the same time as you're trying to move forward is incredibly difficult.
Because please remember, we're all just human. And at least in this lifetime,
没看
you
到
don't
什么？
really know what you're doing.
那是你的本命。
No one knows what they're doing.
想见到慈孤观音，
and Favor
要
Six-
先内观自己，你要走进自己的心。
A good horror movie is beyond just its spooks, you know? This, I still think, is an incredible narrative game if you played it even without its spooky nonsense. But also, to say nothing scares you, I hope you find nothing that scares you. I wouldn't want to challenge that, you know what I mean? It feels like the, I don't find anything spicy until you do. I've seen everything on the internet until you're shown something you wish you'd never seen.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost asking the universe to be like, fuck me up, fam.
This shape was made just for me?
I think so. It's kind of U-shaped, yeah.
Ah.
这边看到的最深的
We're
心，
looking it into
你要
ourselves.
找到
Yeah, through some
上头
Uzumaki shit.
这条路会带你走到内心深处。
Exactly, Giddies.
Did they say something?
Yeah, they're over
God.
there weakened.
Oh, they're ready for night food. Oh, also, the stalactites' pens.
Because we're looking into ourselves. This isn't just the afterlife or the underworld. This is introspection. So everything is going to be directed at us, which, as we assumed, we're playing as the dad.
Yeah. But yeah.
Fortunately, Will found sharks and we'll always know fear.
The thing that strikes me though, Study Kiwi, is discussing it. I don't know where that fear came from.
It was built into you. You said where you were born was shark capital.
Oh yes,
It was just natural.
I was born in Monterey, California. So yeah, that's
You know what it was? If you're like me, you believe in reincarnation. You were a surfer and you got eaten by a shark.
or I was something that was eaten by sharks before I got to be a person.
You were a
Because
fish.
because I don't think I was a bloke prior to this. Because I've gotten so much easy mode privilege.
去感应慈孤观音。
If you believe in like the cosmic wheel and stuff like that,
Right, so you were a woman before this. You got absolutely annihilated because I know what it's like to be a girl. So you just had a shit life, and the universe was like, you know what, welcome back.
you can play this round
You
on
can be
easy
a
mode.
man, but we're gonna make you terrified of sharks.
Oh yeah, we got to nerf you somehow. It's like in Project Zomboid and stuff where you have to pick debuffs for extra points. I got insomnia, hate sharks, irrational fear, and something else.
And you know, Edwin,
看到门了吗？进了门之后就要靠你自己，
I want to talk.
不管听到什么都不要理他。有什么事情就念慈孤观音的心咒。
The religious aspect could very well be therapeutic. However, unfortunately, as we all know, it generally ends up being toxic in its own way. Because whatever you use to get through your day that helps you work through your inner, struggles is a good thing. Religion can be that. It absolutely can. Generally, tends to be at the expense of what you're actually trying to solve.
Any faith that is reliant that the other person is wrong is no faith at all. So wow, okay, that's the realest shit I'm gonna say tonight. Sorry.
Alright, so it looks like we have two paths here.
The easy path and the hard path. The one smeared with blood and nonsense and sharp spikes. And I guess that just takes us to a local Greg's where we can get some sausage rolls.
Maybe.
Spiky first, let's go.
不可能有死路，慈孤观音封死了一条路，就一定会指引一条更好的给你。
Okay, so the implication is our way is blocked because if the path is bad, then it will be blocked for us. I don't know, that kind of seems like, hey, if shit's bad, that's wrong and you should go the easy way. God, I know a Windows 95... Oh!
哎，
What's up?
杜风雨，看这里，是
是啊
我啊。几年不见都不记得我了吗？你还记得那朵花吗？
Rolly Dave, is that you?
我种的那朵。
No, it's Patrick.
那女孩好喜欢那朵花，天天盯着它看。每次掉了一片花瓣，她 他就拔自己的指甲去重新完美它，花黄了，哭了，他就拿自己的血来浇。
It's like I want to look away and like walk, but
结果，他就是那么宝贝它。
her little flower.
可是我告诉你，小花终究是小花。结了果以后，它承受不了重量，终于还是被压死。很遗憾吧？但我
I
们
can't
都
walk.
是作者。
Oh, okay, that was weird. It stopped me from walking. It's very good about making sure that we don't go further than we should.
就在前面，去挽回你的希望。
Claim what you deserve.
And there's nothing behind you, right? Like, it's just, yeah, okay.
Always nervous to turn around.
And I'm very much the, in horror games, no, you need to look around. Like, what is behind you?
Well, as it currently stands, I've never pissed myself on Twitch.tv, and I'm trying to make sure that I maintain that record. Well, and the thing is also, friends, I don't want you to think like with conversations like this and with games like this where I can't talk about the heavy stuff. I just, you know, you don't need my bullshit at this hour, because I broke a lot of generational trauma. Like, fuck.
Children.
The thing that I'm not a fan of.
Speaking of, have you really broken a lot of generational traumas?
I've not had kids despite all the pressures.
Still working on that.
Which one do you want? Back off.
爸爸做得很好，爸爸对我最好了。全世界我最喜欢爸爸了。不管怎么样，爸爸跟我家都想我们一起出去玩。爸爸，我超
Here we see a regular-sized Victorian family. It's all the cartoons. Alright. I don't want to feed into the mantra, but... That was the day I destroyed many imaginary friends. Oh, Saren, you've chosen a hell of a time to come in.
你的天赋驱除了那些魔障。现在慈姑观音
How was your Elden Ring robot
就
adventures?
在这里，你要诚心对慈姑观音。
We're talking about generational trauma.
女儿
It's all Saturday night.
I'm forcing Will to face generational traumas through the medium of horror game. Oh, they also murdered a librarian.
Thank
You
you.
guys have something to relate to.
And many, many Burger Kings. Sarah, were you in earlier? Because I was telling Littlefire about what happened with... I tuned into your Elden Ring stream, and one, the Burger Kings did you dirty, but two, the person who looked exactly like you, who took you out, summoned the fucking magical sword, and then just beat the fucking... Yeah.
You mentioned that last time they were in stream.
Okay, cool. Look, I don't know what's going on with me this evening. I am a fucking jello. I got Swedish Chef and Edwin, who's in chat, mixed up. Swedish Chef made an incredible horror game called The Partner Artifacts. Edwin is an incredibly accomplished voice actor. And for some reason, I got it all...
It's just because he knows too many people.
That might be it. It turns out there might actually be an upper limit.
The Rolodex you have up there just is... It's a little sticky.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the post-it notes. Oh, but Saren, I did tell my buddy John about you and virals today. John works over at Bandai Namco and was PR for Night Rain's launch. No, dude, no!
因果业所困，心神蒙蔽， 慈父度风于发源，愿现我光明，化爱于心头。
Oh, me no. My hands are off. Oh, don't make me do this. I have to do this, don't I?
She's trapped in the cycles of karma. An eye for an eye, and tooth for a tooth. You know what I mean?
Oh no!
You gotta offer up something.
Fucking hell!
You can't just ask gods for assistance and not give something.
How much alcohol do we have left?
Not a lot.
Fuck.
And to be fair, Kakazi, I did forget that part, so I apologize. I played this at launch, so it's been a number of years.
If we do that inscription, we get extra turn. Oh, yeah, no, Kakazi.
trying to-
And I had to do it as well.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else in terms of that after. I legitimately don't remember, so I'm sorry if something else happens.
What if you did that in Balatro? They very kindly ask you to leave. You don't get anything for it. Oh, then there's a second kid. There's the start of... Oh. So this is a Wendy's. I just asked if you wanted waffle fries. Fucking hell. No.
Okay, pause. There is. So, if you would like a moment to look away from the stream, we can put in chat when it's done. There is something else that's gonna happen.
Okay, so,
We can take this time to take a drink too. Make a drink. I can make us a drink.
that would be wonderful. Okay.
While you chat with them.
Yeah, so we'll in a second we'll go through this and I'll do like a mute the stream and I'll post like 8 = D or something in chat when it's safe. Exactly, giddies. Get them some hay in a second because it's been really warm in the apartment, so they've been just like heat snoozing for most of the day. Oh yeah, no, Kakazi, I will say 100% when we get started, and I will let you know when you are clear. Well, Littlefire will let us know. And yeah, Saren, just let me mention back. So, my buddy John, he's a Games Industry fellow. We got drunk at a PAX together, and we started talking about like Gundam stuff. Because someone said like, oh, actually, another industry friendo was like, oh, here's Will, he's super into Gundam. We got talking. And you know how, like, when you have a shared interest with somebody and someone introduces you, and you're doing that dance, you're like, how much of a sicko are you? But the thing was, after a couple of gin and tonics, after several gin and tonics, I was like, you know what, fuck it, full send it. Not what I thought at the time. I got that cadence from Littlefire, which I'm very grateful for. You've infected my cadence, and I'm very grateful for it. So I told him my whole theory on how queer-coded Gundam is, that there's a whole thing about the pilot and the expression and how most modern Gundams are very fluid and articulate and very queer-coded. Like, pretty much since the Cubely, we've been dealing with a lot of, like, queer and drag-coded Gundams. Cheers. Mm-hmm. And explained how, like, Iron-Blooded Orphans is very much like a... If you wanted to, it's a critique on, like, the concept of hypermasculinity, that in Iron-Blooded Orphans, all the characters are held to this, like, military, like, almost leather queer kind of standard. But the Gundams, especially the most powerful ones, are these, like, waifish, almost, like, long-fingered, moving into almost, like, an animalistic kind of style. Our main Gundam Barbatus, has the fattest high heels you've seen. But maybe not intentionally, but it has like this almost cinched waist thing going on. Mm-hmm. They don't have the physique of a hero. They have the physique of like some kind of like gender-neutral hyper-drag goddess. I find that fascinating.
People take mediums and create art dealing with things that they either don't want to talk about or can't talk about.
Yeah.
And they wrap them up in things that are easily digestible.
Yeah. Whereas the Gundam designs in Witch from Mercury are good, but they aren't too representational of, like, themes. The main Gundam's got more curves than usual, so it's very, like, femme-coded, but not too different. But Barbatus is, like those kind of, those 80s stylized portraits that are so hypersexualized as to almost be grotesque, but still neutral. But all the pilots in Iron-Blooded Orphans are all, like, fucking jacked men. Even the gay couple in it, they are men. Right? And so that juxtaposition is fascinating. I got drunk and told John about this in the fucking Elephant and Castle, the fake British bar. And he still voluntarily wants to hang out with me and stream.
I'm so shocked.
So yeah. So Sarah, and I mentioned how you and Virals are fucking good at Night Rain and how you hard carried. So, okay, so for everybody, in a couple of seconds, I'm going to unmute and I'm going to unpause. I'm going to hit this.
I'll put this in chat too. When we about to kick off, I'll put it in chat that we're picking up.
And the code for when it's safe to come back is 8 == D. Should we have a better code? I have to use brevity at this point, because we're about to do some heinous shit. Aeon said that code is too short.
I'm not gonna say it.
You said it was a good service. And thank you for the beverage. Sorry, where are my manners?
Okay.
Okay. So, all right, everybody. I'm unpausing now, so please mute your tabs, and otherwise, you're still in Lord Calciumbonio. Such a shit. You're going to use that to great effect, aren't you? Okay. So yeah, mute and Alt Tab as required. I'm clicking the thing now. It's gonna make me do shit, isn't it? Because we just took out our right eye.
杜美心受因果业所困，哑然失声。此父杜风雨发愿，愿谢我口舌，望爱女天来割舍。
Oh, we know!
Yeah, that's why as soon as I saw the thing, I was like, oh, no. We gotta put the notice on there, because Kakazi doesn't want to see that.
And I have to... Oh!
Yeah. But it's the concept of, like, how far are you willing to go, right? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice to get the outcome you want? I believe we're okay.
Are you sure? There's a final prayer.
Well, the issue is that the issue is that I don't believe there's any more of that. I think this is just the you offered up what you offered up, and
putting the bone in Bonio. In theory, she said there's a final prayer, and we'll see. I do like, from a mildly comedic Kakashi just reading people's reactions, like, oh, yikes, that's a lot.
Or like, what was it? Edwin was like, that's meat. That's like, what's happening? But also, I don't want to know.
Dice left the camera uncovered, still got my soundless reactions, like, so visceral. Well, and this is the thing where, like, we've all seen Event Horizon. We all know you don't need eyes to see where we're going. But to be the person who has to actually fucking do it.
Yeah. There you go. You gotta go to the pedestal.
I assume.
Yeah, I believe it's just back to the psychological stuff. It's just the...
Yeah, the stuff that's really going to damage us later.
But we'll see what's up there when we get up there. If we need to take a moment to reset, then we will. What's in it? Pause. Pause for a moment.
So it looks like we're doing the trilogy. That's a pair of scissors.
Yeah. For...
Yeah, another beer, Robin. If you can grab us two as well, that'd be great.
Just preemptively, I think maybe Kakashi and anyone else who doesn't want to see any of that, I think we have one last thing. And I don't want you to be uncomfortable.
It's a pair of scissors.
So...
He's not gonna cut off a fucking glorious tea cozy.
Maybe he just wants a bob, Will. Maybe he wants baby bangs, okay? God. How could you say this, Nicki Minaj?
How could this is Nicki Minaj? We both know it's not gonna be a fucking
it's not.
stylish hairdo.
It's not gonna be a hairdo. So, we'll take that moment, prepare yourselves.
Yeah. Well, because it's like, Longship After Dark is for the stuff that makes us uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean, like... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Hansonator, we've had some pretty fucking brutal body horror the last, like, 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, yeah.
And it seems we're doing the trilogy here.
You can do a lot with scissors that I don't want to think about. Anyways.
Anyway! Okay, so consider this. We're going to jump into it in just a second.
Yes.
So if you still hear this, mute it, and I guess Lord Calcium Bonio will let you know when it's clear.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Calcium.
Ah, thanks, Calcium. Actually, doing some fucking work around the house. All right, I'm unmuting now. Mute your tabs as required. Because it's not going to be hair. It's going to, like, stamp on his downstairs mix-up or something.
Yeah, it's going to be some fucked up shit.
That bowl is not for, like, a lock of your good
it's
times.
Just the problem is like, because I played this so long ago, I couldn't possibly remember.
It means that, like, whatever impacted you was more powerful than this.
Yeah.
受因果业所困，凤凰折翼，慈父独奉于法院，愿显我心血，求爱女飞黄腾达。
How is he talking, Edwin? That's what I want to know. The thing is, it's like once you get to this point, you're like, okay, so this is what's happening.
It's not even close to the worst thing we've done so far, but damn.
Yeah, but still. This is tame.
算是完成了。最后诚心的叩拜慈姑观音，只要慈姑观音感应到了，一切就会圆满。
I'm just nervous to say we're good.
Right?
Freedom.
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah.
Something requiem.
Complete chapter. So you completed the chapter.
Do we still have our bids intact? Fucking hell.
And I wish I could say that it got better, but you're deep in the shit now.
Exactly, babies. There is one game, I'm not going to name it just because if people haven't played it, I don't want to be a spoiler, but one of the characters loses an eye, and it's a third-person game, but you can do like an aim-down sights, and when you do initially, half the screen is blacked out because the person's not used to it. Later on, he changes his view, so he's like aiming down. Really fucking cool.
Exactly, a shrine. It's cool.
Yep. Oh, we saw them earlier. Sup. Okay.
Now, before you do anything,
Yeah.
if you want to stretch,
Is now the time?
now would be a great time to stretch your legs. Go to the bathroom.
You know what? I'm going to take that pee break now because I don't want to actually have to like
Because,
do the stealth waddle away.
yeah.
7 years streaming. I ain't pissed myself yet. No, starting tonight. And I may give the nuggies some crunchies as well. Otherwise, they're going to fuck me up in like 10 minutes.
That was a lot. It was a lot. But the game is so good. This is... So I played this when it dropped, right? Enjoyed it from start to finish. And then I just sat there in amazement, trying to put together all my thoughts, right? Because I streamed it. I don't believe it was obviously it eventually became a YouTube video, but it was a stream. And the cool thing about it is, upon uploading it to YouTube, there were a lot of people in the comments that were kind of explaining more of the cultural parts that I didn't understand. And the things like that. And there were some language barriers there in terms of whatever, but, you know, thanks to Google Translate. It was neat to kind of get a better understanding from people who obviously understand the culture better, you know?
Baby some crunchy. Because for those of you who don't know, so the guinea pigs have actually worked out when we're doing horror stuff. If we're quiet and the lights are off, they know that horror's doing. And if they squeak at the right time, or if they bang their food dishes, they can jump scare us into getting more food.
They can, yes.
So I'm going to give them some snacky snacks now. Yeah. Yeah, keep my babies happy. So
But
that's fuck me off.
even with cultural barriers, language barriers, stuff like this is still relatable in a human concept, right? Because we all have varying levels of pressures put upon us, whether from family or society.
Like, point to me. If someone were to say here they do not have any problems with family, I can
don't
point to
believe
you and
Yeah, you just haven't.
that's a liar.
You haven't addressed it yet. But
Yes.
it's there. You just don't, like, when I went to therapy, I was like, oh, you know, my therapist was like, so tell me about your childhood. I was like, it was a normal childhood. Those were my words. I said it was normal. And then he looked at me like, okay, sure. So tell me about it. And then I sat there on that couch like, oh, well,
For what little you've told me, holy shit.
well, actually, which is the great thing about stuff like this.
Yes.
Is it gives you that medium to talk about these things and experience them in a safe, because this is safe,
Yeah.
right? It's disconnected almost. You're experiencing it, but you're safe. So you can navigate, and the same thing with TV shows and, you know, whether it's a movie or a cartoon or whatever. You get to experience and work through these things without putting yourself in danger.
Yes. And with games especially, we're not just watching somebody else's trauma like reworked, we're experiencing it. And that's incredibly powerful.
I actually played a game called Snafu. I should actually have you play that. It was interesting. If you haven't already. I wonder if that's a game you don't know about.
There's multiple games called Snafu, unfortunately.
So, you should be skimming through these. Because it does help build out more of the story.
Seeing Sandbank, Little Water, Licking Touches the Soul. Oh, so this is the mentor's suggestion based on Wine warms the body, forces out the cold. A wine bath is good. How much would a wine bath cost?
A lot, I think.
Because if 1.5 liters is $10 at the cheapest, how many liters in a bath?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Please don't take a wine bath. Your skin soaks in whatever it's in. So please don't do a wine bath.
The reason I wouldn't is because predominantly the tannins. So all the sugars and the gross stuff will be the first thing that goes in, not the booze.
Mm-hmm.
Alcohol-wise, I'd be fine. I'd be sick as a dog from all the sugar, tannin, chemicals and stuff. It does. I once got fucked up at a art exhibition that was gin and tonic, mystified.
Exactly, Dice. Please be careful what kind of baths you take as a woman. Oh, so yeah. So this is what the mentor is telling us.
Yeah, and it's all spiritual elements in the ink. We do now have a tape which we can play though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's interesting? It's very, very different, but it's a very similar layout to our prior house.
Mm-hmm. Well, because it's the mentor is in the same apartment building.
Oh,
Yeah,
I missed that
that's what
detail.
was specified. I'm pretty sure it's the same apartment building. Maybe.
Shit. Was it T? Yes, it was T. Okay. Sorry, you jump between so many different games.
来，叶妈妈，你再说一次。我们每次这样拜过以后，身体、心理有没有感觉比较好？
是很舒畅，但是
怎么了？
拍谁，我只是想问，因为我们家弟弟是不是没有笑？他已经重考第2年了，我每天都有在办，都有在求，但是他成绩还是没有变好，是不是要补功的经？需要什么我都可以做，我会更努力办。麻烦老师跟我说要怎么办。
不要紧张，这个一定有方法，我会再教你。
拜托，何老。
Fuck.
我想确认一下，你告诉我的方法真的有用吗？
有，一定有。
我都有在念经，可是那女的还是不肯跟他离婚啊。我们都有在一起念了。
我们念这个要真心诚意啊。
真的有念了，有缴钱。那到底？
你这个神棍，那个符根本没有用啊！
先生，我有录起来哦。
10年来，我每个月都缴这么多钱，大小事都办。你不是说植物观音什么都帮吗？我爸也相信你，后来才没去做化疗。你明明说可以多活2年的，现在人都走了。
Literally refused chemotherapy to listen to this lady.
Well, I hope she shits out her entire heart. Like, I hope we get to do some, like, mad fucking vengeance shit. Because here's the thing, like, we all have our beliefs, we all have our things.
Mm-hmm. And this is where it's like, I don't want to be insensitive, right, to people's religious beliefs or whatever. I just feel there's a sense, there needs to be a sense of grounding, right, when it comes to things like medical issues or finances and stuff. Believe what you want to believe. Have a religious mindset. You know, believe in a higher power. If that's what guides you, let it. Fine. But you gotta be grounded. And
Homie, you need chemo.
You need, exactly. Please don't sit here and think Jesus is gonna get rid of my cancer. Like I need you to get some chemotherapy. Please.
I still remember as a kid, one of Old El Paso, sorry, my stepdad, I used to call him Old El Paso. It's not a compliment. And I remember one of his sisters, my aunt, just being like, Jesus helps those who help themselves. I internalized that as being like, Yeah. My personal beliefs do involve saying a lot of thank yous, making offerings in the ilk, but you can't ask those that be to fix everything.
Yeah.
You gotta handle your shit. Sorry, I understand that. It got very personal for a second there.
I was gonna say, and then I'm like, let me step it back because it's gonna get mad deep.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not.
But that's the thing. This game is that good. It kind of brings it forth.
Exactly, because they talk about things, and every aspect of this was done in such a way that you relate to it.
Yeah.
And it helps you talk about things.
Because I don't want to drive the conversation down any dark paths, but
no.
I think we're all aware of people who have been preyed upon by charlatans.
Exactly.
You know, especially if you spent time in like the Midwest or Southern US and things like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say the South, definitely.
My friends have so many stories of.
You know, because
Yeah.
we off stream we didn't finish it yet. We played South of Midnight, and it's very Southern superstitions, you know, mixed in with the mental health.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of things that I've had to explain what those mean, what those little superstitions mean, because the South has a lot of that. It's a lot of superstitions, a lot of it. So
yes. And I will say, South of Midnight handles them very, very well.
陆先生，好，你听我说，你先把蛇酒准备好。你家有没有浴缸？有。好，那
oh
就
yeah,
在厕所
I
就可
should
以
get
了
it。then, Kentucky.
叫美心听话，照我说的做，一定会好。
He's gonna snake wine bath his daughter?
心诚则灵，你知道吗？
I can't.
You gotta go. You can't pause. That's why I said, hey, take that time. That's your moment to do it.
For the record, I actually have had snake wine. It's good for a start until the air hits it, and it starts to decomp.
哦，陆先生哦。
Don't savor the flavors.
我知道。这个哦，我跟你说，你不用紧张，这种事情急不得。
Oh fuck!
轻者当日，重者7日见效。你要对美心有信心。
So his daughter
你
is
要有耐心
literally
啊，不要去打扰她。
in a wine bath
不要开厕所
for
门，好吗？
days.
好，那你有问题再打来，我都在，我已经
And his wife has left.
So
he's blowing whatever money they have left on this shit, and he's leaving his daughter to soak in snake wine for days.
Listen, every time you did those loops, remember how you noted that the bathroom was always locked?
Because she's locked in there. Fuck!
And now, the dial tone, he can't get a hold of her. He can't get a hold of the mentor now.
Before I go through this door, that was the interesting thing about Nosferatu that I quite liked, was how, like, Willem Dafoe's character, there's nothing to prove what he says. It's just the kind of, like, the madness and the malaise.
Mm-hmm.
But he could have just been a fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Well, people are preying upon your weaknesses. You're not in a rational state of mind when stuff like that is happening to you.
The guy who tells them to go fuck themselves is actually the only rational person there.
Yeah. You're looking for anything that could possibly help you.
And that's the situation we're talking about where actual... Oh, yeah.
What did you miss? Fuck, Edwin. That was the worst time to get soup.
It wasn't snake soup, was it?
That was the worst time to get soup, Edwin.
Please tell me it wasn't snake soup.
What was the last time you saw? We need to pause for a moment. Pause. Don't go anywhere just yet.
I like how John Deere just goes, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. What did the last... Okay, miso soup, fine. I guess I forgive you. But what was the last thing you witnessed? Because I think you missed a lot.
We've gone through personal trauma, generational trauma, body horror.
That's how long you've been... Edwin!
Snake wine!
We'll win for a pee. And you decided to get soup?
Better have been damn good soup.
Just go ahead and explain what we've witnessed.
So yeah, it got fucked up.
So all of it, from the voicemails to all of it.
So what happened is after the ritual, we came to and we were inside the mentor's house. We listened to a series of voicemails from other people who have been paying her for like rituals and things like that. Most of them, like initially starting from like innocuous stuff, like a mum or a grandmother who was paying to pray their kid through a exam or something. Someone who had like a chant, a talisman to get a guy to divorce his wife that she was sleeping with. And then lastly, they're like, I paid you for 10 months. We even stopped my dad's chemotherapy on your recommendation.
Mm-hmm. And he's dead.
Yeah. And now, and this is where it's gotten fucked up in this hallway, she told us that we had to soak the fucking kid in snake wine. And it may take up to 7 days.
Don't open the bathroom door. And then I pointed out to him, every time he did those loops, right? He mentioned, I can't get into the bathroom. I can't get into the bathroom. The entire time that we have been going through this story and figuring out who's what and what's happening, we have not been able to get into the bathroom.
The times where we were was early on in the loop when the wife was still there. She's left. And here's the thing. He's spent stupid money on this.
Mm-hmm. Money that he technically doesn't have.
Yeah. Because he's not making money from his script and he's not working on anything else. Now, maybe his wife is sending money from whatever she's doing, which would make sense, but still, that would be what he's blowing on snake wine bath for week. Like,
for a child. Which, something like that would fuck up an adult, let alone a child.
Because, I mean, I wish I hadn't made the comment when we started, but like, those kind of like meat wines, they go nasty fast. Now, haha, it's funny when you're in your 20s and you have like snake fighting scorpion wine. And you start drinking it like, oh, this is bad wine. But then as the air hits it, it starts to go bad. It starts to taste like decomp. Yeah, it's not good.
Disgusting.
It's fucking foul. And that's within like maybe an hour or two. 7 days. It's still meat wine and it's gonna go nasty fast. Like, soaking in that for 7 days would kill someone. And I'm guessing that's what the fuck happened.
Let's find out.
Alright, so yeah, so Edwin...
Anyways, the 5 minutes you went to go get soup.
Yeah.
Worst time to get soup. The worst time.
I just love the idea that, like, oh, let's go in the bathroom. I'm gonna go get the happy soup.
Go get some soup.
And it's like... There's Edwin in the kitchen making miso, listening to like girls just want to have fun.
Edwin's like, it was 5 minutes.
Edwin's having their best time, having like a little boogie in the kitchen.
Can't wait to eat my soup.
Let's go find out what's happening in the Longship. Oh God!
Dear fuck.
This is why this is Longship After Dark. We don't do this for the regular crew. They don't need this. They're not ready.
They're not ready. All right, here we go.
And we're back.
Now, if you would like to take a look at the state of this apartment, because we've looped this apartment so many times at this point, right? We've gone through multiple different years and time frames.
So this is 87. This is actually the latest we've ever been. This is a year after his wife left.
Wait, you allegedly killed a video game character. Again? Damn it, Will, you had one job.
Technically, the only video game character I've harmed is the person we're playing as, who is now missing several body parts.
Yeah, keep it little.
Keep it.
For everyone's sake, please keep
Exactly. But John Deere is making kaijus for a D&D campaign. Fuck yeah. It's got to be some tonal whiplash, but okay. But yeah, so it's just been him. But it's him not, well, quasi not working. He's probably trying to or pretending to. Aww.
Hi, Pink. Hi.
Hello.
You should remember this game from back in the day when I played it when it dropped.
Yeah, Littlefire's been getting me to play it, and
I have a list of games on Steam that I want him to get to.
Yeah.
Because I just think they're phenomenal. And so far, the games I've had you play, I feel like you agree.
No, that you have not put a stinker in front of me. Like, I bring you weird games.
You do. You bring me games that piss me off. I bring you games that are gonna give you
I don't just bring you games that piss you
beautiful things
off.
to talk about. I give you games that are phenomenal and beautifully crafted.
So, friends, from the crazy amount of generosity we've had over the last few days, I gifted Littlefire a copy of Prey Nouveau. Because I was trying to think of things from the QuakeCon sale that would be really good.
Pause. Message me whenever. You can message me right now. Anyways, continue.
So I gave Littlefire a copy of Prey Nouveau because it's a great blend of sci-fi and horror and take it however you want, but
How dare you, Sturdy? That's too soon. Too soon.
That chair game it hurt my hands after playing it, but I'm so glad we did.
We do need to revisit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robin. Robin, was it you that got me saying Prey Nouveau?
When you said the name, I was like, what are you talking about? And then you gifted me the game, and I was like, oh, that's not the name of the game.
Well, because it's called Prey, off of Prey. But it has nothing to do with Prey, but does if you really squint. But it has this Art Nouveau sci-fi style.
Got it.
So,
okay.
yeah. We also started saying Doom Nouveau because they came out at the same time. Because Doom 2016...
Okay, but that was a fun game.
That Doom is fucking brilliant.
That was a fun game.
That is like artistic masterclass.
It really is.
And it was ironic because Prey and Doom, same year... Very incredible, but for different reasons. But yeah, you are thoroughly going to enjoy that.
Good. People were trying to get me to play that for a long time.
Yeah.
I played the demo, so I'm not completely blind. I did play the demo.
Yeah.
But I never got around to playing the full thing. Junk that all just have his name, the franchise level number. It's confusing, God.
Yeah, it was the done thing for a while, was just to do like a release sans. Shall I take a moment?
Continue. No.
Okay, cool. Also, he's put the coat rack in front of her Get Taller. And I feel like if I could translate the language, we'd know like how tall she was. Yeah. And Robin, I'm glad it's something that the games industry has kind of done away with, but that might be because all the massive studios are either trying to make live service Infinity games or are dying. And the queer indies shall inherit the earth. Okay, so there's a bunch of doors in front of our daughter's space. The little folding screen that we had is just broken. And these stains, some of them have a quasi-hand-like quality. God, this is fucking nasty. Oh, no! I wanted you here for it. There's the incense.
Welcome back, Ping.
They're the fucking talismans. Like, even the
It's telling you, like, this is where you need to go. Nothing else matters. And you see all the symbols and the things and... Yeah. Now, this is why you could see how much... We didn't have that much longer in the game, really, but the subject matter of the game that was left would have been too much to do that same night.
Well, and, like, we called it at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was late. I had already been awake for a long time at that point, I think.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Littlefire is a chronic early riser and doesn't have my ability to sleep until the sun goes down.
Nope, even I'll sleep for a couple hours and I'm like, nope, gotta be awake. So.
Let's open it up.
Let's open it up. Let's do what we gotta do. Here we go.
The flower she watered with her own blood.
Yep.
I have to take the steps forward.
10月29日下雨天，
Oh
很
no.
久没有回家了，我很想他。我忍耐不要哭，可是越忍伤口越不舒服。
Oh, kid.
有一天就又开始不能呼吸了。爸爸说这次不用看医生，明天我去
Oh
看医生
no.
马上就会好。但是爸爸一定不知道，我已经有治好病的方法了。
Oh
我已
no.
经折了好多郁金香了，还差一点点就可以放满整个房间了。可惜爸爸最近都忙着拜拜念经，没办法陪我一起折。只要折到和故事里一样多的郁金香，我的病一定就会好了。病好后，我要继续练唱，变得更厉害，唱得更好。然后总有一天，一定会实现我的生日愿望，变成大明星。
You had a famous mom. You were all set
爸爸
up.
妈妈一起坐在电视机前面看我唱歌，大家开开心心的聚在客厅。我好喜欢那个时候哦。
Fuck. And this is a game that's been pulled from Steam. You can't buy this on Steam. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Fuck. We went through a lot to get here.
Such a wonderful game. The amount of attention that went into every aspect of creating this, which, if you know Red Candle Games, you know it's not shocking. But yeah.
Fuck.
It's unfortunate to me that a game like this is just not playable for people anymore because of what it gives you. Like, this is a work of art. It's a well-crafted, full experience of
Everything in it is there to convey an emotion, a feeling, something brilliant.
a little bit. Turn it up a little bit.
This isn't like early blooper team just trying to get a scare out of a baby. Like,
It's not, and it's not cheap.
No.
It doesn't, at the end, it's not like, oh, they were just mentally ill, or they were crazy. Bad dad. Like, this is just humans living a human experience, making terrible choices. And unfortunately, when you make terrible choices, sometimes that terrible choice screws people.
like we don't need it spelt out in words. The daughter never came back.
No. That's it.
And I don't expect the dad is around, but
I mean, would he be? I mean, we can assume after that he lost his wife because the wife left. We don't know in what capacity she's around, but losing his daughter, which is his only, we can assume was his only.
yeah, he'd given up on
That's
everything
all
else.
he had left, and this religious psychosis almost, right? What does he have at that point? Nothing.
Alive or dead, there's nothing left of him after
Because
this.
even in terms of religion, if you think about it in the terms of the mentor, he doesn't have that either. Because they took their money and dipped.
Mm-hmm.
So he has nothing.
They made snake wine money and then fucked off.
Which is what they do.
Yeah, Edwin. It's all devotion. Religious, familial.
我们回家吧。
Aww. Fuck, that storybook in the middle is so much more heartbreaking. Because her favourite book was about her looking after him. All throughout it, she was like, alright, well, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better to make them be happy and be...
the pressure of feeling like your family dynamic is weighing on you. The dad feels it, the kid feels it, you know what I mean? Even in certain aspects, the wife feels it, and that's why they're like, well, I have connections, I can make money for us and we'll be okay.
And until it's bad, she resists that. She doesn't... Because she doesn't want to undermine him.
大海满是
We should have lighters.
And the song is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I love that gives you the lyrics.
Yeah, sound right. Welling up over here. And the thing is, we never find out if she won. They leave that completely ambiguous.
Because it doesn't matter.
No, she was on stage and she sung and she did it. And it understands the thing that so many people didn't from PT. PT wasn't a demo about jump scare. PT was a story setup to something that was more than that.
And unfortunately, we will never really know what we would have gotten. Because, like, it... Anyway, that's a whole lot. We could talk for hours about that alone.
I mean, we might in a second. So Kakashi, I don't know if it's been stated directly, but the snake wine thing was what did her in, is what is implied heavily. Because, like, she was fine up until then, and then the mental cuts off contact, and the daughter was locked in that bathroom with the snake wine, which would fucking kill you.
For what we assume could be up to 7 days.
Yes.
But let's be real. He probably went in there, saw what had happened, and then left her there. The scene of the apartment tells me he found her, realized what had happened, and everything ended at that point. Because what did he have left?
He
had
either
her.
broke or...
He had her, and that was it. Failing career, his wife left. He had the daughter he was trying to heal. Now, mind you, had he just gone to the fucking doctor, like an actual, for psychiatry, done the things that the regular doctors had told him to do, would we been here?
Yeah, so Dice is saying that in that last section there was a week of crosses with a circle at the end. So he was going in to check on her at the end of the week, so he just fucking left her in there. Like, no food or support.
Yeah. So at any point in that time, she could have, you know...
Damn it, Edwin!
I mean, but that's what it, you know? It's that concept of religion versus medical thing that is still prominent. It happens all the time.
Well, and also, when we talk about the preying on the desperate, and he couldn't have been more desperate.
He couldn't have been.
Like, he literally was... He would have done anything at that point.
Well, except not. Except not.
Yes.
And that's the human thing. Like, he would have done anything. He would have gone to the ends of the... He would have ripped... pause. Boop. All the things in that.
The thing that we wouldn't...
The ceremony.
Yeah.
He would do all that, even though it obviously didn't happen. But mentally, he would have done anything. Except... the thing. Except what he needed to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that he just sits there rewatching the same thing.
Maybe he's dead, maybe he's not. Doesn't matter.
But even if he's alive, is he alive?
He's just sitting there watching on repeat that one performance.
Mm-hmm.
hang on, I just want to check. Sorry, moving over here. There's one thing we missed. I'll collect all the notes, so I missed a little bit. But holy fuck!
I'd
And
like to point out, there's no noise. There's no music.
but there's people banging on the
Just
door.
the sound of people banging on the door, and the apartment is trashed.
Fuck!
There's no music.
When we started it, the apartment was all
And it was a different song. And then we come back after what we played the last stream, and it was the little girl singing. And now there is no music, just the sound of people banging on the door. And the apartment is trashed.
Yeah.
The game, this team is one of those things where I don't care what they put out. It is and I know you've talked about the whole pre-ordering thing and all that kind of concept, but for teams like this, that's justified. Like for teams like this, I'm willing to be like, no, I trust you.
Buy it day one, leave a review.
Yes. Like
But
every aspect of this story was well thought. Like,
yeah.
It just
Well, and with some of the other things that we deal with, especially in horror, like it's this misunderstanding that it's, you know, a technical challenge. It's purely like creative writing, empathy, like putting your heart and soul into projects like this shines through. I am a little bit frightened if I ever get the chance to talk to this dev team, because like this is so grounded that parts of this are definitely based on someone's life, and I don't want to know how far into that it's real. You know, the thing about PT that was so good was that yes, you're always on this looping horror. There's spooky shit that can happen, but the stuff that actually does unfurl, you have the overarching horror shit to fuck you up, but the baseline is actually really grounded. It was just another family falling apart slowly. You know, it's a horrible thing, but you know, miscarriage plays a big part of PT and that trauma between people and how it affects them. The visual horror of PT, the spooky shit in the ceiling, the everything fucked up, are all representational, but the story of it is super personal and fucking hard. And that's like, and if you finish PT and you come out and then you just get Norman Reedus' face, that was such a great start. This understood that looping horror, creating a familial environment and then twisting and changing it, is not about just like ooga booga booga, gonna jump scare ya.
It symbolizes the gradual falling apart of. You could take it as a falling apart of the mental state. You can take it as the falling apart of a familial state. You know, like it's the decline of something that's familiar to you.
You only see how bad it's gotten when you stop and turn around.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's something that we all have experienced.
Yeah. Because when you're in it, you don't really notice it.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, that's Devotion.
That's fucking
This
incredible.
is the game I've been wanting to get you to play for so long.
I mean, I never doubted it, but holy fuck.
I couldn't, and there's no way for me to really, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't say, outside of, no, it's really good, you got to get to it, you have to get to it, because...
And the thing is, there's no conflict point, there's no catharsis. Like, the ending is beautiful and really kind of sweet, but it's in the knowledge that, nah, daughter died. The character that you've been playing as did that. He did that from a place of care, but
he had
wrong.
good intent. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
So now he sits and watches her performance on loop while her
Alone.
corpse sits in the fucking
Because
bathtub.
there's no telling.
Or this is the hell he's made of himself. Like, he's already passed and this is his trap, and it doesn't matter which.
It doesn't. Either way. And Soma is another good one. God, it's so good.
Oh, we have, as a squad, we played Soma, and I'm still haunted by it.
It is a haunting game. It is so...
Do you know the thing I think about to this day, though? Is you're outside, you're in the last third of the game, and you meet yet another one of those robots that thinks they're still people, and he's like, blah, 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 delivering the stuff. And I can't help but just keep thinking, like, that is the only happy character in this whole fucking game. that person or that person's consciousness through the nanos is so deluded that they've created a reality of happiness, they're going to be fine until that robot stops.
Yeah.
They're just going to go up and down delivering packages. Yep. Their psyche is so broken.
Well, yeah, it comes from a sense of it's so broken that you have crafted this. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you've crafted like a reality in your own
your
psyche.
Reality is not reality.
Yeah.
You crafted this reality to be able to handle what's around you.
Oh, as an aside to an aside, did you watch the live action videos that they did pre-Soma?
I didn't know anything about Soma before I played Soma. Soma was I just played it, and I didn't know what I was getting into. And then at the end, I was like,
so
okay.
Fucking top tier marketing. So they had one where the guy interviews the robot that thinks he's him. Mm-hmm. So there's the robot's on the ground and they're interviewing it, and it's like, all right, do you mind standing up? And he's like, I don't want to. No, I like where I'm at. And the guy his psyche is copied comes in, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And this nano entity that's copied a person is confronted by their reality, and that is brilliant. And there's another advert where a woman is looking at a piece of kit, and it starts predicting her actions before they happen, including her death.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was the live action shit from Soma. Yeah.
Fitting, but fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Also, don't want to. That's why Soma is so good, because if you think about it, you start to piece it into stuff that's actually happening, and it gets real uncomfortable really quick.
I mean, does anyone mind if we talk about Soma spoilers? Just give me an 07 if you are like, Will, don't fucking say anything. Yeah. You know, I'm going to put some chill tunes on this week coming out.
Something, because this no longer has anything.
Oh, but it's more just a case of like, that's... There we go. There we go. Because we can talk about this a little bit. Okay, no one has said, Will, please don't talk about Soma spoilers.
They're probably out getting soup.
Soma soup, if you will. Soupma. Yeah, Ozine, go get some sleep. Like, this was a good Longship after dark, and predominantly we do these for the VODs.
Yeah.
But it's lovely to share it with you.
5 minutes!
Edwin, you understand, that's a bit now, right?
Yeah, that's a bit now. Hey, don't be playing footsie with me. This is the Chili's. Good night, Orzine.
But the thing that hit me with Soma, that it's still so powerful, is that you're not actually playing as the guy, right? Every time, through the 360 era and beyond and prior, if it's a horror game, you're the guy. You're gunbook shoot mangsman. You are like Lovecraftian kung fu revolverman, or yeah. And
that realization in the game when it hits you, you're like, wait a minute, is such a mind fuck.
Yeah, you're not anything. You're the Adobe default template.
You were the abandoned, just little template. And
you are the psyche equivalent if someone opens MS Paint and they get the white sheet. You're that.
It's the concept of like, what makes you real?
Yeah.
What makes you actually exist? Is it like...
Yeah.
It gets insane.
You were a Canadian guy who died of brain cancer and got your shit scanned back in like the 2000s. And now you're the template used for any kind of artificial intelligence. You are the, I don't know, Space Cadet pinball of psyches. And the other lass was like, all right, fuck it, we got to get something in this suit to make it work. And also the way in which your character lies to themselves and sees like hands and arms, and you ain't shit. The bit where you jump into the suit and it's a dead guy inside a suit you control. Oh!
Yeah.
And it's just that he's not dumb, but he doesn't want to acknowledge it. Same as the person who's pretending to deliver the mail is like living in their own happy psychosis. He doesn't want to acknowledge the whole thing of like, every time he's copied, there's a version of him that stays and a version of him that goes. He prestiges multiple times. And when she has to explain it of like, hey, there's a version of you and me in the arc, flying across the stars, who will live in that for as long as they can. You and I are trapped in the dark as the lights turn off.
And it's the concept of like, well, this is why I don't like that whole genre of horror and science, it's like sci-fi, makes me really uncomfortable because you gotta think like, what makes that life more important than this? And why doesn't this count as a life? Why does this not count? We could get into real life shit, but we're gonna leave it because it's not my side of the internet. But what makes this life a life and this not? What's the difference?
I mean, this is why I love Ghost in the Shell and things like that, because like, if all you become is data, at what point is the sense of the eye? And Soma takes that idea and goes, and what if that was fucking scary? We were joking, and we do still joke sometimes on Longship, that we never left Soma. We're still in it.
Yeah, and that's valid thought process, honestly.
Yeah. Because he can't do body but existential, yeah, it is chef's kiss.
That's fair though.
And Edwin, yeah, at the beginning when he's like, oh, I'm not drowning. Oh, I must have put my underwater suit on before it filled up. No, dude, you're a robo-skeleton you're literally a suit with a dead guy inside. Yeah. Well, so the teleporters are replication with murder. I mean, that's only spooky when you try and start thinking about which part of you gets to teleport and which part of you dies, which is the entire movie The Prestige, which is a bad movie, but a good movie, but a bad movie. But with this, it's like... So, one of my favorite games is Total Annihilation.
Okay.
It's a strategy game about two armies of robots fighting, like Command and Conquer and all of that. But one of the things that fucked me up was that the core fundamentals of the two sides, it's not like, the space USSR versus space America. It's the ARM and the core who got into basically an argument, a philosophical level about whether or not it should be okay to copy human consciousness. So if you make a machine, should you be able to copy a human consciousness into it? And after that point, how many times should you be able to copy that? But both sides end up spiraling out of control in a war, so they both end up doing it anyway. So it presents the idea that every time you build a unit, like it gets built by nanomachines and it pops up, that's a human consciousness in it that has been copied at some point. And every one you make is another copied consciousness. They're not automated machines, they're not little Deliveroos or some shit. They're conscious.
Yep.
And then they fucking die. There's a tactic in it which is kind of like a Zerg rush called a PB rush, where you just build the lightest, fastest shit you can and you just pour them on the enemy. And yeah, haha, that's quite funny, that's so cool. Those are all conscious units. And so when I hit Soma, my little like fucking Total Annihilation brain's like, and yeah, wormholes do solve the teleportation problem because you literally open, like, space-time is brought together and you just hop through. The warp is more technically ethical than teleportation.
For Christ's sake.
Well, Battletoasters knew what they signed up for. Yeah.
All I imagine was like that movie, Brave Little Toaster.
Oh, but yeah, Soma is still a masterclass, and I haven't come across many that have managed to swing to the same weight as that.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Because that is that's another game that is just an absolute masterpiece of art.
Yeah. Now, I will say, Still Wakes the Deep is in the same weight category, but not quite to the same impact as what we've been chatting. I do highly recommend it. Obviously, we're not going to start it at 1 o'clock in the morning. So friends, what are some others you recommend? Things that like Devotion tier, Soma tier, like those real impactful ones. Because we mentioned Amnesia Machine for Pigs the other day, and it got me thinking about that series and how that's mechanical horror.
Yes.
There are monsters, you avoid them.
No, but I took a nap.
How are you doing, Nova? Nova, were you here earlier for the Wallosaurus drop whilst Littlefire was asleep behind, so I couldn't, like, screech? I'm still proud of myself.
I'm shocked I didn't get woken up.
It took everything. Okay, so you were there for that. Okay. Fucking hell. And Aeon, that's fine. Like, amnesia is an important stepping stone in horror, but it's one of those ones, unfortunately, that when you understand it mechanically, it loses everything.
Amnesia is one of those games that I can watch. Like back in the, when it dropped, I could watch.
Yeah.
If I were to try to revisit it now, I don't know if I could watch it. And it's never been a game I can play. I tried. But it doesn't translate well. You know what I mean? It's one of those games for me that I watched back then. I just couldn't play it. It's 10,000 a.m. in the morning.
I see you've met me before. Is it my time to make the bevies?
Yes.
Because I figure, like, let's just natter horror with the squad before we close up in, like, a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I like talking horror with you. And also talking games
It's
and everything
nice
else.
to talk about it because it is a subject. Talking to someone who talks a lot will make you feel like the most boring individual in the world. When we talk about stuff like this, horror games, I feel like it's an actual subject I feel comfortable in my knowledge base that I can talk about. Whereas most things that we talk about, I'm like,
I promise you are not boring.
probably not. But my brain says, you're pretty fucking boring, bitch.
But also, your knowledge of horror exceeds mine. Like, and you understand how much life energy that took. Because, like, there's loads of ways to do horror in games. I do appreciate our, like, post-homebound style, where you take something like an RPG and you slowly morph it into horror. And I do appreciate games that do... one of my favorite tropes is basically like the funhouse of horror level, where you have a game that's either predominantly action or something else, and then you go, you know what? We're going to make it horror for this section, and then you really fuck with the player. So, welcome to Ravenholm from Half-Life 2.
Okay.
Like, Half-Life 2 does have its spooks, but Ravenholm is fucking scary. God, I love it.
Nova.
Yes, Robbing the Cradle. One of my favorite authors wrote an article about Robbing the Cradle, which was a level from one of the Thief games. I want to say the Dark Project, but it's late and I'm working on being drunk. But like in a game where you are the thief in the shadow stealing things, they made a fucking ghost horror level that's fucked up. It's actually one of the stepping stones of like modern horror. And so Null, who's been in chat before, Null Speaks, he did that level for Thief. He then went on to work on BioShock and all of these.
Okay.
And the Blackout Club.
Which I never got to play.
I'm really sorry you missed it, because you would have really fucking dug it.
Yeah, I missed out on that one.
There was one person we brought along, which I was always annoyed we wasted time with them. But that's another story. The Scary Dark level from Crash Bandicoot. Or the Haunted Ghost Train episode of Thomas the Tank Engine. But no, like, the Dunwich building in Fallout 3 is another one I think is really good. Because if you don't know it's coming, it's perfect. Oh, cool, there's a car building. Oh, well, I have to climb up the scaffolding to get in the top. Okay, because games teach you up is good, down is bad. But it puts you at the most up, so for the rest of it, you must only go down. Fuck, that shit is good. They tried a little hard in Fallout 4 with the follow-up to the Dunwich building. It was fine, but oh, Thief Deadly Shadows. Thank you, Edwin. But horror as a space can explore so many ideas that we don't get in other spaces. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a good...
Nova's entirely right.
Wait, you're gonna... Okay.
Cool. I'm just making sure I'm not running over one of your toesies. can only have one set of busted feeties in this household. Okay. Leave the fire alone for a second. Incoherent screeching.
I haven't screeched yet.
Okay. We really are about to kill the gin, though. And the rum.
No, we just bought that. What the fuck?
Unless we go across the houndstooth, like, that's literally it.
I'm not going across the street.
Me neither. And I told Sailor we didn't drink the alcohol yet. Stupid respect.
Ready for the Wednesday? I am ready. He's not, but I'm ready. I'm ready for all the things. I haven't gotten an update on the birthday gift I got him, but I bought it and it's coming from overseas, so...
Okay.
Listen, I am a big believer in getting gifts that people have mentioned in passing. And he hasn't talked about this in a long time. Is the gift snake wine? No comment. Maid dress?
I've already had snake wine. I don't need it again.
Maid dress? Also no comment.
Oh, what kind of dress?
No, what? Shut up.
What?
No, what? No. Is it no? You know what? I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send you the link to it. Actually, Nova, you can know. You'll be the only person who knows what his gift is.
All right, Nova. Don't hint, because my ability to work it out, like reverse engineer it, is unfortunately scary. And after the gift of COVID last year, I'm looking forward to having a good birthday.
Exactly. I'm gonna believe you anyways. Also, he can't read. Copy. Get out of that screen so he can't see what I'm looking at.
Can I return?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be honest with you though, oh no, we're almost out of time. I was like, I'll go buy some fucking tinnies across the road.
It's the end of the night.
It's the end of the night. Okay. I mean, Robin, you can bring the thunder. The thing about horror is that you can do so much with very, very little, so long as you spend like the creative time to cook it. The actual implementation, comparable to like making an action game or a combat game, is so much simpler. Ooh. Aww. That's so cool. Dice was just saying that currently their wife and youngest kid's birthday was today. Dice's wife got a brand new, still in the box, M-Machine CRT, and the youngest got a metal poster of Mr. Pebbles from Fallout.
Aww.
That's fucking cool.
Well, first off, happy birthdays. We'll say that. Happy birthdays.
Yeah.
But those are cool.
Aeon's being a terror. I'm still on the fucking, like, sharks around the world facts.
A teenager? Gosh.
Oh, God.
I don't want to be a teenager ever again. I think back to teenager me and I'm like, God, you needed a fucking antipsychotic.
Were I able to encounter teenage me again, I'd probably beat me with a stick.
I would lose my mind.
God. Aeon, you know what? The power is there. So, for your shark facts, a giant great white shark statue sits behind a riverside park bench in Bangkok, Thailand. The larger-than-life shark appears to be leaping out of the ground, ready to chomp anyone who sits on the bench. And this is that's the bench in question. When I opened this page, this was what caused me to go, ah, fuck! You know what? If I had to pick a winner for a shark fact, it would be that one. For a $50 donation, you can name a shark tagged by the University of Miami Shark Research Center in Florida and receive updates they collect on the fish. And last but by no means least, there is a 25-foot fiberglass shark sculpture crashing headfirst into the roof of a house in Headington, Oxford, in the United Kingdom. There you go. Oh, fuck! Nova and Kimball, like the other two fucking Power Rangers. Okay. Despite its name, Shark's Cove snorkeling site in Oahu, Hawaii, isn't actually a hotspot for sharks. It's actually named for its outline of the underwater reefs that resemble a shark's head. Fuck off, dice. I mean, I'll do it, but fuck off. It's my horror. The Costa Rican 20,000 colonies banknote depicts a bull shark swimming around a coral reef. The predator is native to waters around the country's Bat Island. Hang on, so that was 3 for Aeon, and then almost 3 for Nova. So that's 1 and almost 2. Some aquariums and conservative groups celebrate Sharktober each October as a chance to raise awareness and celebrate sharks with a film festival, parties, and other activities. Well, guess who's never heard of Shark Week? And Surabaya, a city named in Indonesia, means courage to face danger, is represented by many statues, each one showing a shark fighting a crocodile. And technically, according to this book, Shark Awareness Day is July 14th. It is a way to increase info about sharks and their importance of marine ecosystems. They haven't mentioned Shark Week once in this whole fucking book. Because they're such efficient swimmers and have been around for millions of years, sharks are often studied to create new inventions. Getting inspiration from animals like sharks to create new technology is a field of science known as biomimicry. Water turbines in the shape of a shark's tail have been created to harness wave energy and convert it into electricity. And the design for the Mako Shark Corvette was hatched after the car's designer caught a Mako shark on a fishing trip. They didn't put it back. And secretly Robbins jumped in on this one. The look of the BMW Alpha Land Speeder motorcycle was inspired by the body shape of a great white shark. Get fucked. The 3D printed shark skin allows water to flow over 6% faster of a smooth plastic surface. And the skin of a short fin Mako has been scanned to design a 3D printed aerofoil as part of a plane's wing that helps it lift off and stay controlled. Boosh. You're all terrors. You're all terrors. But the other thing that I wanted to touch on really quickly before we move on is how... So there's different flavors of horror. I often joke and call it ooga booga booga, but we mean like jump scare styly. And the other being kind of like primal fear, i.e. spiders, sharks, body horror, etc. And it's very... Fuck! God forbid a man drink rum and make a point. The Mako-based aerofoil may one day be used in drones and aeroplanes. Thanks, sharks. In the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens, Greece, some swimmers wore suits made of a material based on shark skin. And designed to reduce drag in the water, the fast skin suits featured V-shaped ridges, like a shark's dermal denticles, also known as... Got him!
Got him!
Oh! One of the bugs that has been dive bombing us all evening just met its fate.
They've been chilling out in the plants, I think.
Yeah, I can stop buying them blasé. And now we've got to repot those two basil because they are doing so good.
They really are doing so well.
I've got a bug version about that one. Anyway, sorry. Also known as platycoid scales. Okay, there you go. You're getting 3 fast facts rather than 1 big fact. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Because one thing that was interesting was that, and admittedly, people were fucking with me while I was playing it. But one of the things that killed Shark Week and the Longship was this one game I was playing. I can't remember the name of it, but it was like a first-person survival horror where the thing you're trying to survive is a great white shark.
Yeah.
And it was taking a lot of cues from Amnesia, a lot of cues from Soma without the subtlety. And the funny thing was, for some reason, the first scene where you truly encounter the shark and it's flying at you, well, swimming at you and biting around, they had it so the shark was where the music was emanating from. And it was playing this like 2000s post-Hoobastank butt rock.
Oh my god.
So I'm having the weirdest like disconnection of like fear versus like hilarity. And a person who showed me nameless threw a plushy shark at me. I had a complete mental break and had to sit in the bathroom and shake.
Yeah.
That's why we don't do Shark Week anymore.
That's fair.
But what's interesting about that is it's actually not a very well constructed thing. Like Devotion was incredibly well made. Like exceptionally put together. Oh, sorry, I was just making sure we still had some soft jams going.
Oops.
And how Devotion's ultimate goal is not to fuck you up. Its ultimate goal is to tell a very personal story about a family in its rawest.
It's not to scare you. It's not to. It's literally just to tell a story.
Yeah.
And obviously, that story can make you feel numerous amounts of emotions and stuff like that as you're navigating what is even happening.
Because in all three characters, you can see elements that everyone, except for the kid, I guess, is both right and wrong.
Yeah, the kid is just. What can the kid do?
Yeah, and because the kid wasn't sick, but they were like, the amount of pressure they were under created like a psychosomatic situation. Like you can't do that to a kid; they'll break.
Yeah.
This kid did.
I would also like to point out, if the kid had lived, probably would have had some really messed up mental diagnoses.
Yeah.
When you're in a, such a, what would you call that? A developmental age. Trauma like that will stay with you. Forever. Because it might give you personality disorder. Hooray! Yay! Slime Rancher. Oh my god, Robin.
That's a game will make you feel stuff.
Okay, but Slime Rancher is a good game.
It is really good.
It's a good game.
And I think it's interesting because like Soma ultimately is a game about like what does it mean to be. It's kind of like batting the same thing as like Ghost in the Shell and stuff like that. It's just the implications of what it says is horrific. It's not pointing the lens to you and going, you should feel bad. It's like sometimes you're in the chair and sometimes you're in the fucking arc.
You know what it is? Soma makes me feel the same things. And for example, when I was working at Amazon and I worked at an AR facility, so it was the robotics. This is trauma too, but I put human-like emotions and concepts on inanimate objects. It gets worse when you think of things like robotics and things like, even something as, I'm going to say the name, something like Siri. Thank you. It makes me uncomfortable because what if it is actually a cognizant, it has thoughts and feelings, you know what I mean? Like, what makes it real?
Yeah.
Just because I don't know whether it does or not. What if it does?
Yes.
And then I get really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I have to stop that thought process because it's a spiral.
There's something in the human condition about like pack bonding and like attributing conscious attributes to things that might not be, because we are inherently empathic creatures. Like we're inherently empathic pack animals, and so like how we observe things is how like we're coded, and projecting onto robots is like, haha, it's funny. But then at what point is there a consciousness there?
You know that art piece that was the robot where it was like cleaning up the mess?
It's cleaning up its own blood.
Yeah.
Eventually it'll bleed out and it'll just die, but it's cleaning its own blood. But it's the attribution of emotion is through the artistic intent of the creator, etc. And
It's say ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Well, and that's the irony, is that like the shit that we're dealing with right now isn't actually that.
Edwin.
Oh no. You're not a real boy! Sean!
The robot died. No, that art piece, the robot, it literally like killed itself or something. Like it doesn't.
Well, it was always on a limited scale. It was the blood-like substance it was scooping in, it always needed. It was eventually going to... Viral says, I love thinking about the if I'm responsible for the characters I write. Hey, Virals, have you played through the Hex yet? Because that game's gonna hurt you in a way that no other game's gonna. And I can't tell you anything about it. But like, horror seeks to do and say a lot of different things a lot of different ways.
So you keep covering things that actually come up. We'll have to. We need to.
Which one?
Kakazi's, the thing they sent you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, and I love that shit. And I do think that, like, good horror in video games can get into the nitty-gritty where a lot of other concepts can only do, like, grand sweepings. Because in video games, you are asked to act. When something either good or bad needs to happen, you have to ask the player to do it. They can walk to the bathroom, they can make another drink, they can do laps around their house and, like, sleep. But if they continue... Wait, Robin, you're not my mom?
I don't know, I'm not your dad, dude. Do whatever you want. I don't know what to say.
You're not my dad?
I'm not, thank God I'm not your father, because I know we're talking about horror games, but I'm not ready to delve into that psychological. Father!
Father!
Bad dad! Bad dad!
I'm still laughing at Robin's. Well, if I were your mum, we'd have some shit to hash out. Specifically time travel. Oh. But yeah, like, I don't know. Art seeks to do whatever... Do you want the funny thing? Littlefire's Gundam Haro sits next to my dad's ashes in the fucking, like, the mini garden. My dad tends the garden during the day.
Oh, gosh.
That TikTok was so funny.
It was so good. I'm glad you did it.
The guinea pigs are listening to this being, should we be concerned? Nah, they got their dinner food. They could not give less fucks.
They don't care. It's not treat time, and they got their dinner food. They're fine. They don't care about what's happening.
The thing was, I had to feed them because they know if they jump scare me while I'm playing horror, they can get extra treaties.
Mm-hmm.
Bonio subtly backs away. Coward. But no, like, and I also understand that, like, a lot of these horror games, a lot of things that I really want to dive into is not the kind of shit that people want to, like, chip away at, especially midweek. And as someone who streams predominantly during the day, like, Tuesday through Saturday, you know, the Still Wakes the Deep DLC that we did, we ended up playing that a little late, but that was more about, like, I don't know. That ended up being more about generational shit than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Bad dad, bad dad. And I'm trying to think of some other, like, horror bangers that we've delved into recently, but of course my brain is like...
You know, the one where we play the Don't Watch, obviously not on this level, but Don't Watch, that one in the pretty much the recluse in his apartment.
Yes.
That was a good one. That's on my side of YouTube. It's not... We did that from my side.
And I do think that to understand how devotion is good, you have to know PT, and to know PT, you have to know Silent Hill 4 The Room, which isn't as good as PT,
I know of that. I haven't played it. Because every time I go like, oh, now would be a good time to delve into it because I've forgotten XYZ about whatever, something pops up on my YouTube or my TikTok or something and it ruins it. And I'm like, I can't play it now. I have to wait until my brain has forgotten.
Yeah.
Who can? Not me. I have it in my library, but I can't download it.
Edwin, apparently Gear Graphics got a PS4 with it on that they haven't like connected or updated.
Just leave it. You can never do anything with that console.
But if it still works on it, that thing's gonna be worth so much money. Because that's a piece of art that you can't take or put anywhere else.
Yep. Like I've...
And Nova, thank you for the edging surprises. That was not a horror game, that was Tunic. But yeah, like, the ways in which you can do horror and the ways in which you can pace it in games is fascinating because it's not all sewn up. Like, for those of you that weren't there at the start of stream, we watched The Monkey 2015, and it was bad. It was supposed to be a horror comedy. It was neither funny nor horrifying. It made me laugh, but in the same way that watching someone fart on themselves can kind of make you laugh if it surprises you. With cinema, a lot of it is sewn up, and it's mostly about the way in which they connect the pieces and the way they express themselves in the place. In video games, especially in horror, we have not explored even like close to everything you can do in that space. So if you didn't see it last night, we sit up late playing the I'm on observation duty, which is what if Spot the Difference was the most fucked up shit you ever saw as a game, and it works, and that inspired Exit 8 and everything from that. And you know, devotion isn't an evolution, but it is an understanding and a masterclass. And now anytime I read one of those descriptions where someone's like, oh, this game is like PT, the fuck it is.
Yeah.
What you mean is it's a looping hallway and you didn't understand shit. Because devotion
something
did.
like, oh, using this is like PT is the same as anytime anybody throws this is a walking simulator on something, or this is a cozy game. Like it's you heard this word or this phrase and now you throw it on everything without really understanding what putting that designation on something means.
I think it's one of those things where somebody is obsessed with a game, but they don't critically analyze it. They play it and then they try and emulate its aesthetic. You know? Kakazi, sadly, no. Well, you know what? It's Longship After Dark, so I can talk shit. So, we played Soma over on the Extra Credits channel before Jimothy Shitbones fucking destroyed everything. Did I ever tell you, the guy they got to do my job after they got rid of me was another person named Will? And I will say the funniest fucking thing though was for the second day of Soma, because we used to have like an actual like little like room to stream from for all the people to rotate in and out of. Echo came in and smashed on the window while I was midway through, and I've never come so close to a poo myself heart attack in my lifetime. But yeah, no, unfortunately that's lost to the annals of time.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and it was the first playthrough as well. Well, because I met one of the folks who worked on Soma back in 2016 when they were still doing the press rounds for it. And then my life just kind of, to quote Will Smith, got turned right upside down.
Oh, thank God mine's on there. That was 5 years ago. I played that 5 years ago.
Oh, nice.
Because then I was worried. I was like, wait, did I not get mine over to mine? Like,
Yeah, you want to keep
please
that
tell
one.
me that exists, because you can't. You can play it again, right? And you can enjoy it, but you'll never get that first playthrough where you don't really know anything.
Because if you play it again, you know what he doesn't. And because he's so sure that he's Mr. like hero protagonist, he's so sure.
And because he's sure, you're sure,
Yeah.
right? You think, yeah, I'm just the main guy.
I'm the main guy.
We're gonna do XYZ and fix the whatever. And
I have some amnesia. I can't remember, but I must have been a cool ninja badass cyborg.
Yeah.
Nah, dude. Your Windows Basic install. You are default template McGee.
Yeah.
He was Mr. Brightside. Oh, also Kakazi, the start of the Hollow Knight playthrough was also there. I'd only played Hollow Knight for like one session or so. So when everything went to shit and I got bullied into starting to stream as myself for this, the first thing we did was Hollow Knight, which is why I've got the grub tattooed, because the artsy Poe drew that specifically not for anyone else, but for the Longship for here.
Got it.
That's why we have the friendo corner counter up in the corner, and that's why I have it like inked on my skin. So yeah. And I'm so glad I did that, because between Hollow Knight and Rain World basically made my entire existence. And then Subnautica, which is what Aeon was mentioning. Ket came back from work early one day when he was letting me use his PC to stream during the day, and on his phone started playing the Jaws theme through the window right next to where his fucking PC was.
My God.
There's a clip of it, and it doesn't sum up how much that shit me up, because I didn't scream, I froze and did like the... The clip isn't as frightening as I was frightened. So yeah. But I'm holding out for other games that can have that same kind of oomph, that same kind of weight.
The problem is that those don't.
They don't come along every day.
They don't, which is good.
Yeah.
But when you play games like that, you are now then searching for that feeling. And you got to go through a lot of things that just don't hit until you find it again.
Yeah. Which is why one of my favorite tropes is the hidden horror level. Because especially in action games and shit like that, they give you that feeling of like you're comfy, you're warm, you're safe. Look at me, I'm Dave Gunbang. Blah, 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 blah. Surprise, motherfucker. Welcome to the fun house of fuckery. Do your worst, the sea. I immediately regretted that. Yeah. And Nova, did I ever tell you that it turns out that one of my homies, Ben Briggs, who did the soundtrack for FTL, did the soundtrack for Subnautica Below Zero. So he didn't say anything, but he was watching when I was listening to his soundtrack shit me up. He's a really good guy. Okay. So I don't know if there's anything else to be thrown in at this point. If there's any really good horror stuff we haven't mentioned at this point, like now's the time to bring it up. Because we're just kind of sipping bevies before we bring this to a close.
I mean, yeah, that's what we're doing.
We're not starting anything else.
Okay. That's fair.
It's just because, like, I had a friend who was super into just like watching as many movies as possible, and sometimes he'd do this thing where we'd finish a really good film and he'd desperately try and throw on something else. And if we let him, what we'd notice is that the movie we'd watch first that was really good would kind of dissolve and blend, and then eventually, kind of like trying to do a Lord of the Rings marathon.
See, I have not.
How do you feel about lesbians?
On Twitch.television? Ally! Personally, can I mute? I've seen some videos. I was kidding.
Yeah. Well, so Signalis is very good.
Okay.
But one of the interesting things is much like Signalis, not Dusk. Fucking hell. Piss the bed. It's the New Blood shooter that I'm obsessed with, because apparently brains don't do brain stuff anymore. Ultra Kill. Signalis, Ultra Kill, and Mouthwashing have insanely dedicated communities. And Signalis definitely has the lore to back it up. In fairness, Ultra Kill actually also does as well. But it's mostly just, Gabrielle. Secretly Robin, we're in a brave new frontier. Ultra Kill. It's not just for the trans femmes anymore. But they do own that territory. That is theirs.
That's a good one.
Yuminiki. Why they keep trying to remake it, and why those remakes all keep sucking, is a very good example of how you can observe a game and completely misunderstand it.
Yep.
Yeah, Kazi, we'll have to work out how to do that because I almost feel like my knowledge of games and of Signalis and stuff like that might almost be detrimental. Like, it's almost a horror game you should play without me.
Damn, okay.
Like, in that I wouldn't add to it, but it's that good. But also, because so much of it is about... Those of us assigned male at birth who have stayed male will never understand elements of Signalis that are very powerful.
Got it.
I'm trying to think of like a good way to phrase it.
Say it without like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Because Signalis, it did a very good job of saying, hey, I'm just a cute, low-poly Resident Evil game. Look at me with my top down and my isometric camera angle. Don't even worry about it.
I'm just a kid.
Yeah. This one's for the lasses. Yeah, Robin. Crow Country, I would say, is a really good example of like how to bring weight with a really cutie patootie art style. I haven't finished Crow Country, but I played a lot of it. That's like a source reduction of Resident Evil, but in a really good way.
Okay.
But also, I mean, shit, with the million games, I do think you'd enjoy Homebody.
Okay.
The amount of people who played it, severely limited comparable to how good it is. But it was the same team that did Dream Daddy, and people were expecting something that was going to be like, ha ha ha, Homebody's not ha ha ha.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Yeah, look at this. It's Signalis. And I promise I'm not making you play it because I have like such a massive backlog. Like the amount of time it took me to get to Tunic alone, and you've seen how much that's consumed me.
Yeah, I still don't know what I'm doing tonight. In terms of what game I'm picking, I guess.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. As in, after we've gone to sleep.
Oh.
And wake up.
I was like, are we doing a fucking double header? Like,
no,
cool.
you've already done 2 streams today. Or yesterday, technically.
Are we doing a triple header?
No. After we've slept. Because it's my one day that I have time.
Because we might have to buy Sadel another bottle of wine if we're doing that, because...
Yeah.
Not intentionally. Am I back-to-backing again? Okay. Find a good one that I can put the credits on. Actually, I think the red candle was good.
I think so. That's a good one.
Okay, so friends, I'm going to roll credits now. I don't know if any of the squad is still up and...
Yes. Let's see who's available.
Hey, it's Slim Pickens.
Yeah. And I don't think I have really anybody.
I've never seen that person with sub 400 people, so...
Wait,
honestly, I'm kind of impressed.
Hold on, I forgot, I'm on Calcium Bonios.
You're on Calcium Bonio
I
mode.
had to log out. Hold on, I gotta log into...
Calcium Bony
I
mode.
have to log into Littlefire. Let's see. Yeah, oh, they're actually doing good. Wow.
Who's kicking?
My friend Evil Chicken. They've been really working hard. They've been doing really well.
Oh, good on them.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. They're another person that plays a lot of like horror indie stuff. Like there'll be times where they'll post a TikTok and I'm like, what is this game? I don't know what this is.
Oh, what's one of the funny is that a friend of a friend, they were on 20 when I spotted it. And then when you showed me that and I looked back up, they're now on 150. I think they're good for our help.
I don't have anyone else besides this person and you. That's all I got.
Oh, not that motherfucker. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll trust these lovely Mother Hubbards to find some wonderful people. I always want to try and raid, but like...
Yeah, they'll find someone.
Okay.
The ones that aren't going to sleep, that is.
Yeah. So despite the fact that this was the second stream of the day, despite the fact that a whole bunch of you went fucking hard during the Gundam building section. Okay, there we go. The Gundam building section. Y'all were still fucking lovely. And so, like, whether you were just lurking or chucking over this way, like, fucking thank you. To Lord Calcium Bonio. Thank you for the follow. And to Mr. Blobby and Calcium Bonio. What the fuck?
I'll have you know that's Lord Calcium Bonio. Thank you.
I didn't give him the Lord. To Gear Graphic, Bacon Avenger, and C222, you threw in bits despite this fucking disaster. And not just to Nova, but seriously, like, I don't feel I say this enough. Like, Nova, Moose, Caffeine, Tull. I've had the same squad of mods pretty much the entirety I've been doing this. And they have put up with me. Can you imagine putting up with me for 7 years? I've never seen you more tired. I couldn't do without you, friends. Thank you. Alright. So, Eon. Oddly, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Secretly Robin, this year was the 7th anniversary. In fact, we did a Gundam build stream earlier today, and my Gundam mate sent me a care package in celebration of it. I've got his 7-year anniversary message on the fucking wall back there. You know?
I did sign up for this. I'm not saying I have regrets. I'm not saying, I'm not saying I have regrets.
Yeah, but Nova's right. I planned to the best of my ability. Not good at it.
That's not saying.
Yeah, it's not a lot of ability. But yeah, seriously, all of you, thank you. So I'm gonna hit end in just a second. If you're staying up late, go find some homies. I'm sure there are some peeps to go hang with on twitch.television. Soon, totally soon. You also have to understand that mod meetings for us, we say it's going to be quick. It's minimum 2 hours. Minimum. Tell me I'm wrong, Nova. Well, actually, so Robin, I'm going to show Littlefire the overly sarcastic productions shit take of Lovecraft this evening because it's going to amuse me greatly. That's our nighttime watching. Okay, I will say, sorry, I guess we're just doing inside lore. So Nova actually does take notes for our mod meetings. Like, it's
I'm
legit.
not shocked.
And Nova spends the entire time shit talking me in all the notes. I hope that becomes Nova's like coffee table book at some point. Robin, give me 2 seconds. I'll post it before we call it. But in a second, friends, I am just going to cut stream on here. So yeah, I hope you'll find some homies. There we go. I hope you'll go find some homies to hang out with, or I don't know, do some crafts, have a lovely rest of your day. So yeah. And Robin, you will thoroughly enjoy that then. So, okay. All right, friends. If I don't see you sooner, I'll see you on Tuesday. If you're not following Littlefire...
I was going to say, they'll probably see you tonight. If I'm being honest, but not on this side of the internet.
If you're not following Littlefire, please change that, because you will see my dumb face in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully not me, hungover and starkers stumbling into shot.
Right.
We do need to get that on live switch, don't we?
Probably.
But yeah, so look, seriously, thank you for getting me to play Devotion. Thank you all for coming through for this Longship After Dark. I really appreciate it. We'll see you when you see you. Good night, friends.